down.
Welcome to Not Another Movie Podcast Remake, Director's Cut, Revengeance.
That's right, Director's Cut, the PS5 edition.
Remastered. Reboot.
Remake.
Infinity.
Revival,
Yeah.
Returnal.
Dawn of the Returnal. Dawn of the Planet of the Movie.
Rise of the...
Rise.
Dawn of the
Of the
Podcast would be a
Dark-
pretty good name, too.
Rise of the Apocalypse. Age of Infinity Warfare.
There you go.
Welcome.
We
This is our
were
last podcast.
we were contemplating just going and just making this episode like 28 or something like that or whatever we're on, but
Like 48 or
Yeah,
something.
I don't
we're
know
in
where
like
it's on.
40s, I think.
yeah,
No,
we're gonna contemplate doing that, but at this point, it's been
I can just look it up, fuckers.
Hey, all those episodes are trash. All of them. Every single
All of
one.
them.
even the ones that was just
The
me and
ones where it was
Gore.
just me and Adrian. Yeah.
This is one of those times you wanted a remake.
Yeah.
Everybody's
wanted a
been
remake.
asking. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. The last podcast we did was number 61. And
What?
Oh, we were
Yeah,
that close.
and it was not The Rise of Skywalker, what was our last movie. As I said
It was
this
The
before we
Boy
started
2,
recording.
wasn't
It was
it?
the boy part 2.
Rams the boy.
Hell yeah.
Rams, the boy part 2.
But was that the
part
one that
2,
got
I was
posted,
gonna-
or wasn't there one that you?
Yeah, well, no, because that was 61. I don't have 60 on my website. I mean, my YouTube. So, I guess 60 was The Rise of Skywalker.
Brams
I never
ended us.
posted that one.
It's unfortunate.
Brams.
Yeah.
Rest
And
in peace,
so,
Brams.
you might wonder...
That was like the
what-
last movie I saw in theaters. Not really.
Yeah.
But it was there.
And so that's the thing, like that also signals the time when something happened
Uh-oh.
early last year.
Yeah. Brams.
And so
Wait, when was
and
that
so-
posted, Gore? The last one that went up. When what was the post date?
February or
That
what?
was February 29th.
Yeah.
We
After
knew,
Sunday.
it was
Wow,
it
that's
was
weird.
unfortunate.
It wasn't even a leap year
Yeah.
last year, was it? I don't even know.
But-
It wasn't.
But seriously, since
An
movie
extra-
theaters closed,
26.
just the willpower to talk about newer movies, just like sort of just like died out like immediately since we had other things to worry about. But
I mean,
a year later,
that's not bullshit. We were not really like feeling doing
Yeah,
the
we weren't
podcast
doing
for a
it
while.
anyway. Yeah,
And
we
I
weren't
mean, that's
doing it
obviously
anyway.
a few weeks before everything fucking went down. I don't know why we're making up a story right now.
Well,
I mean, obviously,
obviously,
like, the reason why we didn't go back to it, obviously, was that there was no need to, because
Hey, we could have talked about movies. We could talk about old movies. We could talk about new movies that went straight to.
we could have talked about the
Hulu
box
or
office.
wherever.
The box office every.
Yeah, we could have talked about the box
Yeah.
office. Nobody made $45 this weekend. Yeah, that's number one, baby. Good
Hell
job.
yeah. But there was obviously just no big incentive to go in and do that since we weren't going to the movie theater. And then I personally kept up with no movies last year. I didn't watch any of the Oscar movies.
I watched like maybe 4.
There's some I still want to go back to eventually now that I kind of know what is worth watching. But I just had no inclination to really get into that. I was kind of just more just playing games, if anything, kind of knocking out that backlog out while I could.
Right.
But now they're up. Now we're back in the open. Marvel, the nature is healing. Marvel has another movie out. They're gonna make a lot of those now.
The nation's healing.
Nation's
Marvel's
healing.
back.
Marvel's back, baby. That's how you know everything's back to normal.
Dominic Toretto's back.
it's Marvel, baby.
Marvel. That's all. You know what? Hey, Kyle, I bet you felt real good last year not having to go to a theater and just crowds of unwashed fucking man babies going to see the latest Spider-Man movie.
Oh, I'm
that
sure
you hate.
I'm sure he missed it eventually, though. He probably liked it.
I'm sure he
yeah.
missed it going to an indie theater, but I bet every time he thought about I want to go to a regular theater, he probably in the back of his head was still like, yeah, but that means I would have had to get near people and watch like dog shit cinema.
Before we go into dog shit cinema, I'm Adrian. That's Gore the movie. Yeah, that's Kyle. This is our first episode, so we should probably do a little bit of introduction.
that's fine.
First remake.
It's
rebooting.
a reboot.
Yeah.
Everybody knows when you do a reboot, you have the same cast, and then they slowly get killed off throughout the series. So I'm not it first. So
Well, the
Kyle's
original
first.
was me and Gore, and then it
Yeah, that's
expanded,
true.
and then it condensed down. So we'll see how
Yeah.
long this goes.
We're going by like Star Wars rules. So like the first episode, the old guy that everybody loved that became the mentor for the new characters die, but there's no young cast yet. So when they get here, then someone's gonna die. One of us old fucks.
So
So
the last iteration of it was like the Last Jedi, where everyone hated it. So now we're
Yeah.
going back to the easy shit.
yeah,
You know,
Rise of
we're
Skywalker, the one everybody loves.
yeah, the one everyone loves. It's just easy to do. You know, it's easy to manage. But yeah, so we'll this episode it's obviously very bare bones. I'm gonna look into getting some background, all that stuff. And then we'll also have a way to like play some trailers because we've been getting a lot more trailers, which is nice. Everything's starting to have everyone has to put their fucking movie out now. So
God, I really wish we watched the trailer for the Pig movie starring Nicolas Cage.
we will if you're listening to this because this
God.
is probably gonna go up. I don't know what day I'm gonna post this. Probably like Wednesdays.
Cool, that makes sense.
But we'll next week we will be watching me and Gore. I don't know if Kyle wants to join in, but me and Gore will be doing a reaction to the Jackass trailer.
Oh yeah. Jackass Forever.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
yeah. I have to be there for that, dude.
So we won't be
Yeah, I
able
don't
to.
know what time. They already said it's coming next Tuesday, the 20th.
So we can. I
Not
don't
this
know.
Tuesday.
I don't know if you guys care. We can. Oh wait, the 20. So yes, I don't know if you guys want to do a podcast that night because we will be recording Mondays.
Just talk about the Jackass trailer.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. I don't
that'd
care.
be the best news.
But either way, we'll figure it out. But either way, yeah, this is gonna be. Oh no, it's bi-weekly. I forgot. So either way, we're gonna be waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be a bi-weekly. So not every week, every other Wednesday they'll get posted
Wait,
up.
isn't that bi-monthly then, right?
I heard both. I heard bi-weekly, bi-monthly. So
Bi-weekly is twice a week, isn't it?
I've heard it. I
'Cause
looked this
bi
up.
means two.
I've looked this up, and
Right?
I've heard people say different.
Well, I know English, Wells.
Okay,
all right?
he
And I
can
think
read.
Bis is two. That's why you call yourself a bisexual, because you like the two.
The two.
Or however many there is. I don't know anymore. So
either way,
you
okay.
like
So
them
so
both, two.
so yeah. So now remembering that this will be posting up afterwards. So we will talk about Jackass next episode. But yeah, this will be an every other week podcast. Hopefully we kept up with that schedule. A little bit easier to manage just because Gore and I already do a lot with the with Blue Rupees and having the Juggle games gone by on
We
that.
do so much.
I mean that's the thing. We not missed a week on that
No,
fucking podcast.
some of us do a little bit too much of something.
Yeah, right, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
But yeah, so let's
know.
first things first. Let's go back. Let's turn back time for a little bit. What was the last movie everyone saw in theaters before the fucking world died?
For me, it was The Hunt, which is not a great one.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of people's.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the last weekend. But I think the last weekend for like full releases was like Bloodshot, and I think maybe The Hunt was the same weekend. Was that?
Yeah,
was Invisible
it was.
Man after?
Invisible Man was February.
Oh right.
So yeah, March was when it fucking hit. I remember going to the theater to see The Hunt, and it was a little weird, because it was already at that point where like, oh, we might close things down.
Hey, this is like a big fucking thing. Yeah, that weird feeling you have, like, hey, this is a big fucking thing happening right
and
now.
it felt weird in the theater because I go to this small, shitty little theater whenever I'm seeing a movie I don't want to pay.
Are they still open?
No, I think they're gone. They're closed right now. It still says temporarily closed, but I think they did pretty well, to be fair, because they're a small, shitty theater, and it was always jam packed in there.
That's good.
But they might. I don't know. It just says temporarily closed. They're still gone, so I'm assuming it ain't working out.
Like dollar theaters are just dead.
Yeah,
Really here for sure. But anyway,
yeah.
So there was that eerie
but
feeling.
Yeah, it was just a weird feeling. You went in there, there's nobody in there. They had all the doors open, and it was a guy like sweeping. And I was like, this is weird because they never give a shit about cleaning this place up. So it was just like they're getting ready to clean up one last time.
one last clean.
It was sweeping out the door and shit. It was all bright out.
All the COVID gets swept out.
I'm like, this is weird. So I went up to there was nobody in there. So it was a fun movie, I guess. If you like watching people die.
It was bizarre. Well, I mean, this is not my movie, but me and my ex-girlfriend had gone to Houston at the end of February, like at the very tail end of February, and then got back like March 1st or 2nd, I forget what day. And that was kind of when you're hearing murmurs about it, like this might be a thing. No one frets just yet. People, there's all people. There's people like, oh, the flu's more deadly and all that. People trying to like say calm down, but her and I had gone. And it was an event, and I had brought masks, like just I've had cloth masks before, like prior, and I was like, yeah, what? I'm just gonna wear these because we're going to like a lot of people, like people roaming around. just have a funny feeling. And so we wore them, and it was Houston, Texas. So fucking Texas, fucking everyone just looking at us like we're a fucking bunch of idiots. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, fucking pussies. And then
Yeah.
couple weeks later,
pussy boys.
it's like, well,
Everybody's gone from Houston.
yeah, everyone just
nuked it from orbit.
Yeah.
Like some Raccoon City shit.
yeah.
Get shit out.
My last movie was Onward. I think I watched that like the middle of March. That was like the last like day or two, and I remember like that's when it was getting real. Like I think at that point you're like next week it was shut down, and it sucked because I was so excited because my AMC is really far from me, probably like a 25-minute drive from me, which is not bad for like California standards or New York standards, but like for here it's kind of far. But I had just taken up a job that was nearby there. I was like, hell yeah, dude! I can just go to work, and then I'm just gonna go after work and just go hit up a movie afterwards. It's gonna feel good. And then it closed down. And in New Mexico, the theaters just shut down. There was no private screenings. There was no like anyone just keeping open. It was straight up from March until like probably like mid-April. They were just closed for everything
of this year.
Yeah, of just everything was closed. But yeah, Onward was the last one I got to see. Great movie. Good way to go out, I guess.
I didn't see it. I haven't watched the last like 18 fucking Pixar movies.
You didn't watch Soul?
Dude, I know.
I didn't watch Soul. I didn't watch the new one that just came out. Didn't watch that one. Didn't watch what was the one right before Onward? I feel like I didn't see that one, whatever it was. I probably did. Oh no, that was Toy Story, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Toy Story
4, yeah.
You didn't watch Toy Story?
Dude,
yeah,
it felt like such a small time ago, like a short amount of time ago. I could say like, hey, no, I was gonna say like, hey, I've seen all the Pixar movies, but it's not true anymore. There's like 5 now that I haven't seen.
That's true.
It's crazy.
Soul is pretty good.
I'm sure. I didn't watch Finding Dory. I didn't have any.
They just pumped those fuckers up.
Yeah, I know. Last year they've had 3.
That's crazy.
Onward, fucking Soul, and this is fucking.
Sometimes they have a year off. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true. Or they would have 1 a year, and that's it.
Yeah,
not 2 or 3.
They would never have 2 a year.
Yeah, well, it's weird that they have 3 in the span of like an actual year, like 365 days, when there's a pandemic happening. Wow.
Those movies, I'm sure are.
They should have spread those out more, honestly. So
they should have. I'm sure Disney wasn't upset about having like Pixar new movies to bring people to Disney Plus though, because
yeah, but isn't that weird that they didn't release them in theaters at least? Like Soul, like it was still like December, so
that was not happening. But this one, I'm actually
I don't know
surprised.
why Luca didn't come out in theaters a little bit. Like it was exclusively on Disney Plus, and that was it. Like even Raya and the Last Dragon came out in theaters, or the whatever the fucking dragon. That's not a Pixar movie, but that's another movie I need to watch.
Kyle, what was your last movie?
Yeah. Last new movie I saw was The Way Back, another classic sad Ben Affleck movie.
That was Way Back.
Yeah, it was a pretty good like light drama sports movies. You've seen a lot of them, but Ben Affleck is so depressing in that movie, man. Like he does some fucked shit in that movie, and I did like that movie. So I guess that was a good way to go out.
Depressing. Yeah. Mine was just more like just I guess it like fit all of our personalities. You got a depressing, sad drama. I got some maniacal murder fantasy, and you got some childhood whimsy shit or whatever. So there you go.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
There you go. Just a trifecta.
Childhood whimsy
shit.
Isn't that movie supposed to be sad? Onward.
Every fucking Pixar movie has some sad shit in it. Like they need to comment down. At the end, someone dies of terminal cancer.
The Last Dinosaur was sad because it came out.
Yeah,
or the Good Dinosaur
was sad because it came out like 3 months after one of their best movies. It's just like, wow, you just tainted your shit.
And then what was everyone's first movie coming back?
Well, that's interesting because
it was The Way Back. I had to watch it again.
Re-release.
If you remember August of last year, around that time, there's a little window where everyone's like, "Hey, maybe it's all right to maybe try and reopen." And they tried to do that, and didn't work out. Well, I went in that little small window when I didn't feel super safe about it, but I still did it anyways. Basically, and
Christopher Nolan's calling me.
Yeah, it was calling me. September September 4th last year, I saw Tenet. So that was my first.
That was, let's say
but...
that was a pandemic movie. What was your first one of everything officially opening back up? Which, by the way,
Okay.
I wish I could have saw Tenet in the fucking theater.
Man, did you, Gore? Did you see it in the theater?
No, I didn't see it. Period.
Oh, all
right. I'm hoping one day in the next year they will have it again.
Re-release it. They should.
I'm sure they will.
Because I don't really want to watch that in my room.
Because normal people, didn't go out and see it.
No, I can see them doing that. But they're gonna wait for because all these movies are starting to come out now. They'll wait for like the first like quiet period to happen finally.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think a lot of people will be impressed with it, like Inception.
I like it a lot.
People.
I watched that on 4K, but that was a good time. Right. I actually really liked it. Granted, subtitles are good. That does help a lot. So
yeah, sure. Not like it matters. I think most of his dialogue's just like, all right, we gotta do the thing.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like that, but it was really fucking cool to watch. So
sure, I've seen some clips of it.
So what was your first movie back like?
So back, I would say would be March this year.
Sure.
Because there was a little like 2 weeks where I saw a couple movies, but from March this year, the first movie I saw was Minari, which was the Oscar nominees.
Steven Yeun.
Yeah, Steven Yeun.
Yeun from Invincible and Walking Dead.
I feel like if Adrian was in like the Oscar moods, I guess at the time, he would probably see it and enjoy
I think he liked Sound of Metal. That was a really
I remember you telling me that to watch. I'll get some recommendations going, and I'll probably binge some here soon.
Sound of Metal should have fucking won over fucking Boring Ass Land or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I watched 30 minutes of Nomadland. I was really bored.
So let me see.
Nomadland. Fuck Nomadland. Fuck that movie.
So wait, Kyle, Adrian, which one did you watch again?
Minari.
Minari, and then Sound of Metal.
And the Sound of Metal.
Got it.
Yeah, Minari and Sound of Metal were like the only two like really good like Oscar runners last year.
I liked The Father a lot. I thought that was
that was good, but
put it down.
Yeah,
it was good.
That was unique.
So after that, I saw Nobody.
Nobody.
I saw that at home.
Yeah, that was my first movie back actually.
Interesting.
That was my AMC took a while to open. So I ended up going to the Cinemark here, which is still that's my favorite theater because that's got all recliner seats and it's a 24 screen plex. So that was my favorite one, but it doesn't have the A-list. So I go there only for like special occasions. And the first time back, I had a special occasion. So I was wondering what to watch. I was going to just rent out a theater at this point because I was like, I just want to fucking go. And I was like trying to wonder because it was like $100 to rent out the theater. But I'd already seen everything that I wanted to. So it was like Godzilla vs. Kong. And I was like, all right, well, or Mortal Kombat. I was like, I don't really want to rent a theater and watch something I already watched. So
rent out a theater to see Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I probably could have convinced people had it actually been like an actual movie.
Hey, that would have been fun, dude. If you got like some FGC people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you're all scream and yell.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm not gonna convince anyone to fucking watch Nobody in a private screening. Granted, like I don't know, I probably could have because it's fucking Saul Goodman and is Albuquerque, but it is what it is. Man. So I am just going to see Nobody, and that was a good time. That was a good movie to come back to because it wasn't like a thinker, It was like I don't have to like overdo it. I'm just enjoying a good action movie on a theater screen. Felt good.
Yep, it was a fun time. What a solid movie.
Gore, your first movie back?
My first movie back? I'm pretty sure it was Godzilla vs. Kong. That was my first.
That was one you had to
do.
Good.
I was just gonna say, good that you brought that up because I didn't see that in the theater. That was like one of the only ones.
I saw it at first here, and then I saw it in theaters because I was like, I got to see it in theaters at least once because this movie's stupid as shit, but it's like big monsters. I need to see it on a big screen, and my theater was open, so
and they went roar.
A lot of cheering.
Yeah, it went roar. But, nobody was in the theater, so well, there was, but not a lot of people. But yeah, it was fun. Whatever. Not a lot of cheering, no.
But hey, listen. One of the most infamous Another Movie Podcast was about Godzilla King of the Monsters because I fucking slammed it, hated it.
Yeah.
But when I saw Godzilla versus Kong, I was like, all right, this is how you do it. Just dumb fucking fight scenes. You know, everyone
They
wants
still
to say,
could have
oh
trimmed
man.
more.
But
Uh,
that's true, but I thought, you know, I was still on board with like how dumb it was. It was a fucking cartoon.
it
That's
was a
what that movie,
cartoon, yeah.
and it was actually a pretty fun movie. Way more compared to Godzilla.
My
King of the
favorite thing, if
Monsters.
no one's watched
Right.
it, go watch Gore's supercut of his reaction. My favorite thing that happens in
Yeah.
that whole movie is Gore
Oh,
quotes the
yeah.
movie a second before they actually say it. So after the
Yeah.
second fight, spoilers, second fight, Godzilla goes gets his ass kicked by Kong, and so Gore goes,
Yeah.
round 2 goes to
He
Kong.
goes a Kong.
And then the helicopter guy goes,
And,
guess round 2 goes to
Alexander
Kong.
Yeah. Alexander Skarsgård says the exact same thing.
Unscripted.
Unscripted. That's true. I watched it right when it came out too, so there was no chance in hell I saw it.
So those people are like, "Oh, you just rewinded it just to have." Yeah, Gore rewinded it just for that one moment.
Yeah, you can watch my full reaction and fucking did that.
That was a good
Yeah,
moment.
for that
though.
one thing I did.
You just want to look funny, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since then,
It's not. There's no way I could predict a really terrible script, and it's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
let's not fuck around.
if Gore
It's
quoted
like,
it, you know the script's not amazing.
most fun movies nowadays have terrible fucking scripts. They're bad. They're real bad. That's a sadness. Nobody though.
Nobody
Solid
was
script for what it
was really fucking fun. That was a good time,
nobody
dude.
nobody
was
knew
fun.
how to use a script. It's
and nobody was like, oh, I was like, hell yeah, because I loved Hardcore Henry as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, hell yeah, dude, this guy really
Good
knows what he's
director.
doing. He is the action director to look out for because he knows how to
he's-
fucking film action.
They need to get. I've said this like so many times. They need, if they ever wanted to do a real, not bullshit adaptation of Doom, give it to him.
Oh,
Like, I would love it if it was first person, but they'll never do
Dude.
that. But
Yeah, that would fucking get so much vomit all over the place.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll be fine.
okay,
Hey, you can
listen.
play a game. Fuck you. But-
Get him to direct the Doom movie and have Neil Blomkamp be producer. Perfect
Hell
movie.
yeah. Fuck
Perfect
yeah,
movie
yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Written by.
Yeah, video games.
Yeah, written by
Yeah.
video games.
Neil Druckmann, let's go.
There you go.
Neil Druckmann. He's like, yeah, well, I wanted to go through like Doom Guy's life and
And
how he
Doom
got
guy
swole.
takes his
And-
helmet off and he says,
Doom
"Have
Guy
a-"
killed the wrong demon, and then Demon Abbey comes in with a giant.
and then they golf club the rabbit.
Oh, that's how he died. Daisy, you mean? I guess. Wait. Oh, I guess we did talk about that. I was about to say that last Doom movie came out, but I think we talked about.
Yeah,
that
we did.
on one of these. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shit.
Sorry, we can talk
anyway.
about that Last of Us show eventually, right?
Oh yeah, with
mean-
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
I mean,
So
that's not a movie, but yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk about it. Not another movie podcast, so we could talk about whatever.
Not
remake.
another movie.
Not another
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, no,
Oh, we
nobody.
switch it to not a movie podcast. That's our
Not a
new-
movie podcast.
Yeah, for that one episode when we talk about a TV show, we'll switch it to that.
Yeah, it's been a few months now at this point, so I can't really tell you about nobody, but I had a really good time.
I-
Go for it. What do you want to talk about?
I really liked. I liked how it's very simple. It's like a John Wick. I mean,
Yeah.
it's made by. It's not made by John Wick guys, but it's written by them and produced by the John Wick
Mhm.
people. So it's just that I like that they kept it very, very discreet on what he was really.
Mhm.
He just wanted a better life, just like John Wick. He wanted to get out. But the thing I thought was so unique about his character's name, he has like a weird name, doesn't he? That I don't remember. Not weird name, but like one you don't normally.
I think so.
Yeah, but yeah, I like that he was just like he wasn't like forced to get back in or whatever. You know, I have to do one last job. He's just like, no, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm bored. He just wanted to go and like relieve some anger because everybody around him is pissing him off. The one guy that got the car, he's like, yeah, if I was that, if someone came in my place, I'd fuck him up. And then the guy his what was his brother-in-law giving him a gun or whatever.
Yeah.
His
I love that. I love
brother-in-law?
that scene where he just takes the car. He's like, "Fuck it," just takes it.
Yeah, he's like, let's see how quick 0 to 60 or right. He quotes the guy from earlier.
Yeah.
fun movie, and the bus. I love the bus scene. The bus scene's my favorite because that is such a. It's a realistic fight scene in the sense that like he's getting fucked up. He's fucking.
It's not. Yeah. He gets.
And I love the part where he gets thrown out of the bus, and it's just he gets up slowly, and he's just like he walks back onto the bus so he can fuck some people up again. I love it.
Like he never gets fucked up in here.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes he fucks himself up.
I absolutely loved. My favorite moment was the Christopher Lloyd when he was sitting in the chair.
Christopher Lloyd, hell yeah.
In the chair,
yeah. He's like he's suffocating on one dude. The nurse comes in or whatever.
Yeah,
so good.
And he just joins in on it at the end.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
He just walks in with this big ass shotgun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Get Christopher Lloyd to play Doomslayer. I'm all right with that. Hell yeah. But, that was cool.
That was a good time. What other movies?
I missed this shit. I think you said at one point. I missed this shit.
So,
sorry.
No, if you want to go through lists, I think I've only seen 3 movies at this point in theaters. It was
Hutch.
Really?
His name was Hutch, by the way.
Hutch. There you go. Yeah. No, I've just not had enough time aside from everything to go to the theater too much. So there'd be. I think the marquee one that we'll talk about for sure is Fast 9. Gore and I had to talk about Black Widow. Is there anything else in between that you guys want to talk about? Just passing by.
I have a few.
Yeah, he has a few. What?
Mortal Kombat. I saw that in the theaters.
Yeah. I think we all saw that.
We all watched it, but not in theaters. I watched it on.
I saw it in theaters. I watched it again in theaters. Yeah.
It was nasty and trashy and dumb and fun, full of.
I had a good time.
The kills, the action was fun. The kills were cool. The story was as nonsensical as you'd imagine that kind of movie to be, which is fine.
Yeah. That's the only complaint I have is that like the whole fucking thing is just like about a tournament that never happens. That's always Mortal Kombat. Honestly, the tournament's never been like the thing that always draws me to any Mortal Kombat story. It's always the weird ass characters and the violence, obviously.
Right.
And they got that. Kano was the highlight when it comes to the characters. That's for sure. Kano wins. I always like Kano.
Yeah, fucking beauty.
Fucking beauty. I don't understand why everybody was like upset about Johnny Cage not being in it. Because he pretty much was.
Fuck it.
he pretty much was with Kano. Kano was like the Johnny Cage character in this. He said fuck this. He doesn't want this shit anymore. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It was
you hear us. Oh, you have earphones in.
No, it's Necklace. He just took off the headphones.
What's up?
What?
What's up?
He's wondering why you don't have your headphones on.
I don't need them, dude. I took them off.
I got read lips.
Yeah, don't put condoms on.
You don't put condoms on?
Let me tell you something. Mortal Kombat was a fun, trashy movie, but it was super fucking fan servicing as hell.
For sure. Oh yeah.
And
it was fan servicey, but it could have been a little bit more fan servicey.
That's true. I mean, it did kind of go either way on that. I mean, I still thought it was schlock, but it was fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enough. The fucking 90s one though is like honestly like a better movie though.
Okay. That's fine. I rewatched it and there was times where I was like really bored. But
like
the new one
like really cool like physical sets and stunts.
Oh yeah. No, the sets were fun in that movie. They're terrible, but like in a like a almost not even a 90s like a I almost want to say like the old school like sword and sorcery movies way where like like canon films. Yeah, like canon and shit like those like 70s and 80s like terrible low budget fantasy movies where I don't know. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time for sure. It was.
Watch it with some friends if you have any. You have a good time.
If you have any.
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat Annihilation is hilarious. So. Fucking hilarious movie.
After that, I saw Wrath of Man, and it was all right. I mean, there's a really cool like last act where it's just a really big heist, and that's fun. But most of the other stuff is kind of boring, normal Jason Statham shit.
Okay.
You figure. After that, I saw fucking Spiral, Saw 9.
Saw 9
from the Book of Saw.
From the Book of Saw. Yeah.
Hey, great subtitle. Honestly, fuck
great
that
poster.
movie, dude. Yeah. That movie was so bad. I don't know.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was just so fucking like for the most part, it's so lame. Like I wish it was just a shitty Saw movie, but it was just like a boring thriller for most of it, and it had like the world's most obvious fucking twist. Which, by the way, I think I'm pretty sure everybody predicted that it was going to be that person. I don't want to spoil it because he hasn't seen it, but it's fucking obvious.
Really quick. Not to jump ahead that far and spoil how it was. Kyle, how drunk were you before when we were walking into Fast 9?
What?
How drunk were you walking into Fast?
No,
I know, because it's kind of I'm kind of tying it a little bit. Were you like sober enough to understand everything that was going on?
Yeah.
So Gore,
need to know what the fuck's happening.
because me and my friends had rolled up to Kyle's thing, right? We're all hanging out there because they were drinking beforehand, and
right.
I thought it was funny because Nick, my buddy Nick, was there, and he doesn't know anything about like a lot of his movies, so that'd be funny. And I want to hear Kyle like let's see, I guess buzzed rant about Child's Play. So I look at Nick, I'm like, hey Nick, ask Kyle about Child's Play. Nick's like, okay, and Nick looks at Kyle, Nick looks at Kyle and goes, hey, what do you think of Child's Play? And Kyle and his guys were a little glazed over, so that's why I asked him this. He goes, the fuck you mean Child's Play? You fucking like it, you motherfucker? You think it was a fucking good movie? he got all up in his face. and Nick got freaked out. Like, no, I know it. I didn't see it. I'll agree with you, whatever you have to say.
I should have fucking figured you set him up for that.
I just asked him to ask you about it. I didn't say if he liked it or not.
What? You just admitted that you did it because you saw him fucked up.
Yeah, I wanted to see him rant about it, not to get my friend's face. Like, you like it, you motherfucker? You think it was a fucking good movie?
That's a rant. That's kind of a rant. You understand his point.
It reminded me just now because of you mentioning how you didn't like another horror movie like that.
Sure. Well, anyway, I thought Chris Rock wasn't very good in the movie. So, Chris Rock, bless his little heart, he tried, but
he was good in top 5.
Yeah, well, he made that though. He actually made that. Wasn't he the director of that too? I think he did. I think he was the director. I don't remember.
I think he was actually. Yeah.
He was at least the writer, but yeah, top 5 was pretty good from what I remember. But I even hear in the newest Fargo, he's pretty bad, which I don't even know why they cast him in that. I heard that show's really great. So, because he's not very good of an actor. I mean, he's funny, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there was a couple of decent kills. Most of them were like, there was like the one with the fingers or whatever. I was like, all right, there you go. And then there was the one with the shard, like glass, the recycled glass shooting that dude. I was like, all right. But like all the other ones was like kind of tame. I'm like, in the beginning one was good. So there was 3 good traps with the tongue, even though the tongue looked fake as fuck.
What was up with like that female Joker, like with the voice changer? That sounded so.
Oh yeah,
that was
hello detective.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they had like the new puppet or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, oh my god.
They didn't want Jigsaw back, but they needed those things. You need a puppet, you need a voice, you need the TV, you need traps, obviously. You need the spiral, I guess. The spiral had nothing to do with the fucking movie, really. But it's called Spiral. But I guess Spiral's probably gonna be the new name of the series now. I don't know.
I hope not. Was this Creed? The fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah. At least that one made sense though. If this was called Kramer, I'd be like, all right, because that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Jigsaw's name.
But here's the thing, dude. Spiral compared to the other, if you watch the other ones, back to back, you'd understand that this is so disappointing in terms of traps, dude.
Yeah.
The ante was so high up with like Saw 7, and now like they try to do like this soft reboot shit with Jigsaw and Spiral, and it just sucks. Like they just like suck the fun out of like the series, man. Like I just don't think they get like the dumb schlocky fun of what people enjoy these movies in the first place.
Because everything connecting the traps is so bad that it's really fun too. Like just like the really bad like mystery. Like, dude, the Saw universe has its own like. I mean, it obviously has its own Wikipedia, but it almost has its like you could write a book about how every movie connects. Like this one character, the background is in the background of this one other one. Like this character that was a main character of the third one shows up in the background of this AA meeting. Like what?
Really?
Yeah,
to see Hoffman so early on, I didn't even like really notice that. Yeah, like
yeah. You see him in
in
three,
2 or 3. I think it was two
two,
or
two.
three. Yeah,
Yeah, and
before
then he
they
becomes spoilers. You already know, Adrian. He becomes the main fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
He's the main bad guy in those original movies than Jigsaw actually
Well,
is.
Jigsaw,
Yeah,
the fucking
he's the bad guy in 4 of them, and Jigsaw's only in 3.
yeah.
It's just like,
Um, yeah. Eventually, I don't think I've seen all the Saw movies.
those are
I've been
fun
wanting to. I
movies.
know that I watched the first one. Remember way back in the day everyone made me watch
we
just
watched
the
the second
seventh one. To make my then girlfriend upset because she loved the fucking franchise, and I watched it and I just like was messing around with her. I'm like, yeah, that didn't make sense. She's like, well, you didn't watch any of the fucking the first 6.
Yeah.
But then 'cause that was back when I thought Saw was the horror Call of Duty, where it just felt like they were just pumping them out for nothing.
Oh yeah,
That sounds kind of cool. They actually tried to do some sort of like linkage there.
Oh yeah, no.
Um,
I mean, don't get me wrong. They obviously wanted to end it on the 3rd one because they
Yeah.
fucking kill him in the 3rd one. But they're like, "Oh, that one made the most money. We
Yeah.
gotta make another one." And then, but they didn't give up on just like having, because they could have made each one just like another, like Jason,
Yeah.
where there's more people and then they die. But they continue the story like, oh, he's an apprentice. They tried to make it make sense. Never did.
That's kind of
But it was always
interesting.
fun.
I watched the
Well,
first
we
one. The first
should-
movie's great. I'm not gonna watch them.
I'm thinking for Halloween this year.
So
Just,
I want to
like,
mention
only
this.
3 months away. We should like do a Saw thing.
I want to mention this somehow, some way. We should do a reaction to some certain movies, and we could put those, maybe even like post those as episodes in between some things, or maybe even if we can't make it for an episode. I know I've been really dying for us to rewatch fucking Killing of a Sacred Deer. I just really want to fucking rewatch that movie really, really badly. So we need to figure out time, and I'll just like sync up a video and we'll do that. And we'll record.
I would love if we watched it this time and we're just like, why the fuck did we think this was funny?
No, yeah,
So,
whatever we'll figure it out after we're done recording. But I would like to figure out a time to do that so we can record our reaction, and we'll save it for an episode or something. But yeah, that'd be fun too, because I don't think I've seen Saws 2 through 6, so that'd be fun.
I don't think you have either.
So yeah, all right, Spiral. That was Spiral. What's next, Kyle?
Yeah,
Spiral. Honestly, dude, no way. After that, it was A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah.
Saw that one. Anyone else see it?
No, I still want to.
I heard you loved it. That was great.
No, it's just honestly, dude, it's honestly just really fucking boring. Like
I heard what's his name? Cillian Murphy was in it. It was good in it. Who was in it? Yeah.
I heard they were in it.
It definitely feels like a imitator of what the Last of Us show is probably going to be. That's what it feels like.
Does it? Is that what the story
just
is
like
about?
all the tension is like such dead air. It becomes like the tense version of Paranormal Activity, with like the
you're waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, but it's like that, but turned into like a thriller like version of that.
Right.
And honestly, it just like really tired me out. And like, do I really care about the lore or whatever the fuck of A Quiet Place? And I don't know, just didn't care.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen it though.
I was gonna see it, but I didn't. That's really the only reason. I don't have an excuse. Every time I'm like, I'll see it today. Didn't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I've been too. I really want to see it.
Because that's a movie you could see anywhere. Because like in a theater, you want everybody to shut the fuck up, so you might as well not even be in a theater. Because theater experiences are fun when people react in some way, right? But you don't want people to fucking say anything in A Quiet Place, because if they do, they'll talk all over the fucking movie, because it's a quiet place.
Did you have that issue with the first one?
Yeah, I did. There was somebody next to me. I saw it twice. So I think it was the first time. There was somebody like maybe a few rows down, fucking eating their popcorn. But they were doing it like in the stupidest fucking way, where they're crinkling the bag while they're holding it, and they're fucking like. Yeah, well, we have like these shitty bags over here. Like, they're like metallic foil and shit, which is like the worst ones to have.
Yeah, not even the paper ones.
I'm
used to the buckets
because they got a small one because they're cheap as fuck, and they didn't get the big.
They didn't want to spend the extra 30 cents to get a fucking bucket. They already spent $7.
30 cents extra. It's not 30 cents over here.
I already spent $7.
$3
or whatever.
Yeah, I mean over here it's like $10 for a bucket, so I don't know. Almost, it's like $9.49, I think. That was the last time I got one, so it might even went up. Well, no, it'll probably stay the price, same price. If they want people to come to the theater, they will.
Yeah, Kyle, so Kyle, you thought it was boring?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pointless.
all it comes down to. Didn't hate it.
I like the first one.
The first one I thought was good when I saw it. I don't know
Yeah.
about now, I guess, but
I think the first one did a good job of like actually balancing the character stuff. I guess
I
even though you don't
liked
really
it.
know them very well.
I liked it.
John Krasinski, I thought, was the best part of that movie.
I heard he was in the beginning of this one. He's in the trailer, so
It's like Last of Us Part 2 is in the beginning, I guess.
oh yeah, there you go. And then the alien shows up with a golf club.
I
Fate was sealed.
I liked it. It's just that
Wow.
the logic of that movie just breaks apart the more you think about it.
Sure, but I don't really. I'm not one of those logic guys.
I'm not either. But the thing is, I'm not either.
Unless it's like something that ruins the universe, like with Loki. Not that I really give a fuck about the MCU universe, which that's redundant, but whatever. Because it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the MCU, I don't really care that much. They're fun movies. I like watching most of them. But I'm not gonna sit here and defend it and do breakdowns and fucking like ooh.
Which I was gonna mention,
but Loki, the beginning like episode ruins so much of the MCU. I'm like, I don't understand why everybody's okay with it. It's like they're just dumb and just like kind of forgiving it. It's like whatever. It's a fun Loki show.
I know. I found someone else that was complaining about the exact same thing, but yeah, no, generally it was pretty well received.
Hey, Kyle, you don't watch this shit. You don't care, but let's pretend like it was a different thing that you cared for. You say there's 20 movies of a series.
Well, no, he knows where he's at. You can tell him exactly what happens. He gets it. I'm sure. If you explain what happened.
But because he doesn't care about the MCU, I want him to like feel like, oh, you love this stuff. All right, fine. Okay, Jackass. There's 20 movies of Jackass, and they have like an established lore, and like characters and stuff. Imagine if a show came out. Yeah, sure, that's true. But they already had a show. You're right, but they do a new show. It's a brand new show. It's called Jokey. And Jokey comes out, and it says right in the first episode, "Hey, we're the time police or whatever." And everything you've seen in the last 20 movies and whatever shows, all that stuff only happened because we let it happen. And there's no free will in the world, because if you do anything that's against our rules, we will come and destroy you. And so at that point, in the last 20 movies and whatever shows, everything was predestined and there was no free will. Would that ruin stuff for you?
Yeah, dude, if that happened to Jackass, I would honestly be
I'd be upset. I'd be pissed.
Dude, that sounds so boring.
You mean Steve-O didn't get into that shit place, that shit box?
On his own free will?
Yeah, he was predetermined.
I want nothing of that in my Jackass. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Jackass Forever is like that.
I'm gonna say. So you also started watching New Rockstar, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm probably a lot more forgiving of the shows than you, because I've watched all the breakdowns of every and that because the way they do that, well, that's fair. But like the way they broke down an episode you watch, they do that for every single MCU episode so far in the movie, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, no, they do it for every MCU thing. Period.
Yeah, and it's been fantastic. Trailers too. It's been really fucking awesome to watch that alongside WandaVision and Falcon. Just because it makes me appreciate a lot more just because I see that, and that's probably why I like them more than I feel you do. But you should definitely watch that. If you do just get bored, you should definitely go back and watch the other episodes. They're all fucking awesome.
Sure. I mean, it's not gonna make me like.
No, you don't have to like them more, but I think you'll appreciate them. Like at least you'll get the little
they have like
they
references and Easter eggs. That's cute. I mean, that's all stuff that I feel like even the writers didn't think of. It was just all shit like the set decorators, and even the special effects people. Like, there's a fucking huge list of special effects people. One of them put an Easter egg in.
One of them is a fucking nerd.
One of them's a fucking nerd, turd nerd.
What else did you watch?
After that, I saw Cruella.
Oh, Cruella. I haven't watched them. I have not seen Cruella, but I've seen people talk about Cruella, which they pretty much summarize the entire movie. So I've pretty much seen the whole movie at that point. It seems like a giant fucking dumpster turd. So it's just like, all right.
It's really dumb. Like, hey, prequel to 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah,
where it's like Devil Wears Prada or something. Like, what? Okay, but it's Disney, and there's fucking terrible CG dogs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, Like, dude.
Well, there is a funny scene where a bunch of Dalmatians knock her adoptive mother off of a cliff, and it's like
Yeah.
the dumbest shit ever. It looks so terrible. I was like, I feel like Disney for the last. I mean, I get COVID, I get it. But for the last like couple years, I feel like a lot of their movies look like dog shit with their special effects, and they have all the money in the world, like that movie. No Kevin Spacey, but that was the name of that movie, right?
All the money in the world.
The one where they replaced Kevin Spacey with
like not Enchanted. What the fuck's that? Maleficent. They all look like that movie.
Yeah, and I think that last
visual
Maleficent movie looked like shit too. It's just weird because like Loki, I think a lot of the special effects in Loki look like shit. And I get it's a TV show, but like even like I know it's not green screen. People keep correcting me because they use this fucking new thing where it's like a giant screen projected behind them to make it look like they're in this environment. I don't fucking care. Either way, the characters don't look like they're in an environment. They look like there's a projection behind them as they're just standing somewhere. So either way, it looks like shit. But like even the special effects in like WandaVision were like okay, but I get it's a TV show, but it's still like I feel like that's not like look at Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones looks amazing. As shitty as that show got, it looked amazing all the way throughout.
Yeah, there was only very little moments you could point out like they could have done better, but like still in general.
It was in the beginning. It was in the beginning of the show. The beginning of the show, they didn't have as big of a budget as they did towards the end. I don't think there's like a lot of special effects towards the end that are bad. Like all the dragons look fucking amazing. Like that's like the best looking dragons I've ever seen in my life.
This is off topic. I just saw where it's posted. You getting that Doom Eternal Thigma?
Yeah, probably. I want to get the. No, I'm not gonna get it. But
I mean, you're not gonna get this. Look at this thing.
I've seen it.
It's incredible.
It looks great. I know, but they also have a. He posted up. He didn't post it, but they're doing a Phoenix Wright and the fuck are those little cute ones called?
Oh.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they don't ever make Phoenix Wright shit, so I'm just like, I don't really like those.
Ninja, right?
Ninja, yeah, it was like something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's.
But they have, but it says dope saw on the saw, Gore.
I know.
What's your next movie, Kyle?
I couldn't see whatever the fuck you're trying to show.
He knows what I'm showing him.
I'm looking at Wario 64 now. I've either heard of this or seen it, but it looks good.
Next movie, Kyle.
Next movie. Well, yeah. So Cruella, Poopy. Also pretty stinky. The Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do It.
I did see that. Yeah.
You saw it in theaters?
No, I saw it last day. It was on HBO Max.
Yeah,
I didn't fucking see that shit. I was gone from theaters for like a year and a half. There's no way in hell I'll go back to theaters just to hear everybody scream at fucking literally every stupid thing that happens.
Nature is healing.
Oh my god. What was the movie I saw that was not? Oh, it was Happy Death Day.
Yeah, the girls screaming at the fucking at everything.
No, it wasn't even the girls. It was fucking everybody in that theater. Men, they're all teenagers, but I don't give a fuck.
Teenage men.
That movie's not scary. That movie was not even made to be scary. It was made to be like, oh, it's kind of horror, but it's really a comedy.
They had a couple of jump scares. That's about it, though.
There was no jump scares in the fucking movie. There was just like whenever the babyface guy. There was one where people lost their shit, where the babyface guy is running towards the main character, and everybody It was deafening. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, God, dude, they're here to have a good time.
Fuck that.
You can't blame them.
Fuck that.
When I saw the Bye Bye Man, there were like some teenagers like trying to hype themselves up and go, ah! But like they stopped like 30 minutes in because they realized how bad it was and it wasn't gonna get really scary.
And you said the name, by the way.
Huh?
Don't think
you said that name. I'm not gonna say it. You said the name. Yeah, you know you're fucked, right? You're fucked.
Well, let's make it to the end of this podcast. What the fuck? Oh, Conjuring. What a snooze. Oh, yeah. Nobody Here's the thing. Nobody screamed in my theater, which made it boring, which is the worst thing ever.
It's weird because it almost feels like the movie doesn't want to be a horror movie. It wants to be like some supernatural, like investigative thriller.
Yeah.
And if it was that, it would have been way fucking better. Because every time they do the horror shit, it's just like, it's the same shit. It's just like, Vera Farmiga's like, I need to go underneath the house. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen here. She goes there. About 3 minutes later, she's like crawling around. Rat.
And then,
Ooh!
doing the fake outs, they still like, oh, spice it up with the fake out. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god, it's so
spice
bad.
it up. And you know what? You know what would spice it up if there was no fake out at this point, because they fucking do this fake out all the time. If she just turned around and there was a ghoul there, I would have got way easier. Because every time they do this in every horror movie, it's just like, oh man, I'm in this dark area, and let me look over here. There's nothing there. Let me look over here. No, nothing there. Let me look over here again. Nothing there again. All right, I'm just stand here and go, whew, I guess there's no ghost. And then they turn around and there's a ghost. And they don't do anything.
Kyle, so you gotta at least hype yourself up like you were in the Annabelle trailer or the actual trailer.
Oh yeah, in the the actual trailer.
Yeah, in the actual trailer. Yeah, we'll see.
Anybody remembers that?
That's fun, and that's only like 30 seconds. That's how long these movies should be. Instead, they're an hour and 40 or something.
Actually, I found that picture actually.
I completely forgot I fucking even saw this movie, man. I don't remember anything about it. I do remember the scene that's in the trailer of Ed Warren like grabbing Lorraine Warren's hand like off a cliff. You know, as if it's like a fucking Marvel movie or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
It's like an action scene. Like, what?
Yeah, that whole scene was weird. It was like I don't know. Like,
that sucks because aren't the Conjuring movies supposed to be the good ones?
Yeah, the first two were solid. I like
the first one. I loved a lot.
I love that one too. The second one was good, really good in some aspects, but overall just good.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because I like the characters because they're not the real people. I mean, they're supposed to be the Warrens who were real people, but they were probably fucking like I think there's more evidence to suggest they're fucking con artist piece of shit than they were ever like legit in any way. But as characters, I like those characters. And I like those two actors. So when they're in a movie, they were in the last Annabelle movie for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I like these people. I wish it was just about them and not the stupid ghost shit. And in this one, spoilers, there's no demon. It's like you can't even say like, oh man, scary nun. Oh man, crooked man, dude. Oh man, whatever the fuck was in the first Conjuring. Oh, scary doll. Like you can't say that in this. This time it's literally a Satanist that takes control of people, and it's supposed to be based on a real story, by the way, about something that's really was really popular at the time about a guy that killed his landlord that blamed the devil on it. And it's supposed to be like this heroic stuff. Well, we gotta clear his name. When I'm sorry, if you don't believe in this devil shit and you know the guy up above, then it seems like they're glorifying someone that actually murdered somebody in real life, and these con artists like Warren people just got him off. Spoiler: they got him because they're gonna give him the death sentence, but they
got him off.
They got him off. They got him off. They double-handed. He had a big dick. But no, they got him off for like a 5-year sentence, and he got out, and he's living a happy life. I was like, all right, wow, that's a. How about the guy that died? They make the guy look like the biggest piece of shit in this movie too. I'm like, was he a piece of shit in real life? I don't know.
And the answer is yes, because fuck the Warrens.
Yeah.
This movie is nothing but fucking propaganda for these money grubbing sellout motherfuckers.
Well, they're dead. They're both dead.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
I think actually I want to say the Ed died way before the movies even started. I want to say he died like
he died like 5 years ago or something like that.
Really? Okay. Well, okay. Then never mind. I take it back. But they're both dead at this point. So
no.
No, they're both dead.
I think Lorraine Warren's still alive, unless she died.
No. At the end, it said like, no, it didn't. I looked it up. They're dead. Hey, if they're not dead, I'll make sure of it.
They still died recently.
Hold on. We're gonna figure this out.
Oh my god.
The Warrens. Let's see. All right. So Ed died in 2006, and Lorraine died in 2019.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. So Ed died before these movies ever even got made. And then Lorraine's just like, money! And then she died at like fucking.
No, but here's the thing also, you gotta remember, the show A Haunting also sucks these guys off. And he was still alive when that show was coming out on the air. And boy, howdy. And they were like still already like renowned.
Oh yeah, they were renowned.
Theaters.
for sure. Yeah, no, they were. I'm just saying these. No. I'm not saying that Ed wouldn't like these movies. I'm just saying he had nothing to do with it because he was way dead before. Like he was
True.
decomposed.
But I think
He was nothing but bones at that point. So it was just like, what the fuck.
I think they've just been little money grubbers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you? Yeah, hell yeah. It'd be one thing if they were like people that did this from the kindness of their hearts, but they're like, oh, there's a demon here. Ooh, oh, be gone. Oh, put an incense on fire and all right, it's gone. Give me money. So it's like, all right, wow. Oh, your son died and you want to contact him? Okay. Oh, mama, mommy, I love you. Money. I'm sure they did that shit too. They also give like fucking the Lorraine character superpowers in all three of these movies, but this one is ridiculous. She's like teleporting almost, like what the fuck?
This is the Marvel movies of horror, dude.
Now. I mean that's why they call it the Conjuring universe.
Oh
so the CCU, I guess, the Conjuring Cinematic Universe,
the MonsterVerse or the Dark Universe or whatever.
Well, it's better than the Dark Universe. MonsterVerse, I'm not sure.
No,
it's better than the Dark Universe. That had one movie?
Dark Universe had a couple others.
No, well, there was only one in the official Dark Universe. That wasn't a part of it. That was the beginning of a different universe that never got kickstarted because it sucked. So they scrapped it, and then they got Tom Cruise, and they're like, now this is the Dark Universe.
I Frankenstein's also.
I Frankenstein is amazing. To be fair, I Frankenstein's great. I never thought when I look at Frankenstein, I never in a million years thought he could be a badass, like gargoyle ass kicker. But you know what? It happened, and it was fantastic. Aaron Eckhart's career died that day. Anyway, what's the next movie you saw?
The next movie I saw was In the Heights. Pretty sure we all saw this one, right?
Something we can. I can talk about half of it, I guess, technically, because I only watched half of it in
never
the theater.
Watched. Oh well, it's gone.
I watched the rest of it the other night.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But I'm saying I only watched half. I only watched half in a theater.
Why? Sure.
Because the movie started skipping like it just kept skipping like. See, hold on. I got a small little video of it. See if I can find it.
Oh, we're getting copyright.
Copyright strike. Episode 1, dude. That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. We get copyright strikes up the fucking ass.
Let's see.
That's all we do. Oh yeah. I would love if it was during a certain character's death scene or something. That'd be funny. Oh, you don't need to turn it up. You can see. I can't.
I know, but that's how the sound was. Like it was cutting out with alongside the video.
We can't hear it because Discord's sound makes it so you can't hear background shit.
Okay.
Just show the video.
Yeah, okay.
Because I've seen videos skip in theaters before. Like, but the first time watching Birdman in my theater, it did that.
This is running on PS4, dude. Needs to be.
And it did that. It did that for a little bit, and then I let them know in the front.
That was a part of the musical number.
And then it got fixed on its own. It's okay. And then like about 20 minutes later, I started doing that again. And then I was telling I said this on Blue Rupees. I imagine this is it opened up again. You know, they gave a lot of the people there like job back, or if they moved on to a different job. Like theaters are usually like people's first jobs, you know. And so when it gets to customer service, they don't know what to do. So you know, just people just lie, just to get out of a situation, just like cause they don't know what to say, so they just lie. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, it was skipping and doing this, and then I forget if I showed her or if I told her this, and she goes, yeah, I think that might be part of the movie. Like my skipped at home too, and I was like, no. Definitely not part of the movie.
It's part of the movie.
Definitely not part of how they edited it, but whatever. So they gave us. I went with someone, so they gave us two free.
Sucks, girl.
They gave us 2 free movie tickets, which was nice because I paid $5 because of matinee for the ticket, and then I used AMC stubs for the other one. So I was like, cool. I got 2 free tickets for whenever I want to use for anything else. But watch the rest of it. I loved it. I really liked it. I think it was you, Gore, that was mentioning that you thought I would have liked that.
Yeah, I knew you really liked that.
Yeah, that was great. I had a really good time during that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Kyle, I think, loved it too, right?
Let me tell you.
There was not enough white people for Kyle.
I understand the hype. Hamilton, don't understand the hype. This type of musical in general, don't understand anything about.
We like Shrek, though. Shrek had a lot of that. Or like they're in a fantasy world, but they're singing fucking whatever. I don't even remember what songs. So it's like anachronistic. You know?
I've tried.
Not that this is, but Hamilton is very.
I've
much
tried
so.
so much to get into Hamilton.
I never watched any of
I
it, so, besides the trailer.
I've watched the beginning like 5 times. I keep falling
You
asleep.
love it that much?
I keep falling asleep pretty early on into it because
wow, you don't like your history.
My attention span can't handle a musical where there's just no beats in the middle, where it's literally one giant song.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it again now that I can focus a little bit easier now, but like I just my attention span can't handle it, and I've had people get offended thinking I don't like it, or like they're like you just say you don't like it. I was like, it's not that I don't like it, I just I can't stay awake.
You don't like it.
Yeah, but no,
if you liked it, you wouldn't sleep.
I love this, but it's also like I mentioned, like I like Greatest Showman, but it also had beats in the middle where it's like, all right, song's over, we can fucking people are just talking for a little bit. That I can handle. It's like, all right, cool, you can breathe for a second, but like I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was ever something I was very much in the mood for and didn't really realize it either. I had a good time.
You loved everything about it?
Yep.
Okay. There's a couple things I didn't like about it. Would you like to? All right. There was one thing after watching it, I couldn't. What's the love interest's character? What's her name? The one for the main guy. I think Vanessa. Is that right?
It might be. I'll check right now.
I think it's Vanessa. I want to say it's Vanessa. Maybe it's Melissa or something. It has one of those Essa names. Vanessa, Melissa.
Continue talking. I'll grab it.
I think it's Vanessa. But I felt like she had like no character besides just wanting to get out of the barrio, which is what everybody wanted to do. So like she had the exact same. Vanessa, yeah. She had the exact same goal as everybody else, but she didn't have anything else. She wanted to be She wanted to get a room somewhere else, right? I guess she wanted to be a fashionista, I guess too.
She wanted to do something beyond the hair. She was always creative, but didn't really have an outlet for it.
Sure.
And then she wanted to get out of there and have her own place.
I feel like she had all this, but she also didn't have any other like goal. Like she had goals, but they weren't.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
What's her name? The other girl, the one that was like, I went to college and then they searched me. That girl. And then even the one kid, the Sonny is the name. He wanted to at one point just say like, I wanted to go to college or whatever. Or
but then you find that he wants to be documented.
I don't know what age he's supposed to be.
And you find out, I mean, he was undocumented, so that was his whole thing.
Yeah, he was undocumented, so there was something else there. And also, it didn't help that there was one point where I'm like, Vanessa's all right, I guess. And then she, like, there was the one song. I know this is really stupid, but there's that one song, the 96,000 song, which I love that one. But she's just like, yo, if I won the lottery, I'd be the fuck out. You'll never see me again. I'm like, well, I don't like you now as a person. You said fuck everybody. I'm out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So... And then after that point, I was just like, I don't give a shit about you anymore. You're kind of a dick.
I don't really mind that. I think the inverse of that doesn't make sense is that she was the reason why Usanabe stayed. When it's like, well, you were talking shit trying to get me to leave, or not get me to leave, but you're talking shit to get to leave yourself.
At the end, he's leaving, and she's like, "Oh no, sad tears." I'm like, "What the fuck?" You said.
But he mentioned it too. He's like, "You fucking moved away too." Yeah. But well,
at least he was saying goodbye to everybody. Her ass is just like, "If I got the money, you'd never see my ass again. Bye."
Yeah, like, that didn't bother me, but I do think that they could have like the scene that they had where she kind of had her like creative like burst, where she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this,"
which that was corny as fuck.
It was, but like, what I'm trying to get at is I think that they could have made that stronger, even if they didn't give her like the most important parts. Right. They could have like at least elaborate on that a little more because she is the main love interest, and she kind of feels like she's there just to be a love interest.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate because it was that, and then one of her other songs is like "All the Boys Catcall Me."
I don't even remember that song. See, like,
it was when she was on the way to. She was on the way to go to the meeting for the.
Oh yeah. She's going,
and she's walking. All those guys are like, "Hey."
And there's a lot of like, you didn't get it because you're not white. Sorry. It's like it's just like I get it. That happens. But it was just like me being the white guy in the theater. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't do it.
So are
Please don't hate
people?
me.
Oh, so are
I
people?
just want to watch a fun
Were
musical.
people laughing at
Like,
parts that you didn't get?
oh no, I mean, I live fucking like 2 hours away from fucking Washington Heights, so like, I don't know, not 2 hours, but close.
In the
But,
Heights.
I loved it.
I've probably been through Washington Heights.
Probably. You don't know yet, but maybe.
I don't know.
There's Gore in the background.
Probably. Yeah, that was me. I was dancing and I want to see. No, I definitely would be there because I'm white. It's like, I know the majority of people that live there aren't white.
I really liked it though.
I do find it really annoying that they gave him shit though, that there wasn't more like darker skinned people in it. Which I guess that's a complaint, sure, because I'm sure there's more darker skinned people around that area. But I'm like, I feel like their skin color wasn't really the important part. It was the culture
where they're
itself,
from.
right? Yeah, and the culture too, and just like the vibe. It was like, now you're just looking at skin color, and it's not racist, I'm gonna say, but it's like,
no, like
no,
it's
he's not darker skin color. I don't care now.
Like
it's
it's
just like,
yeah.
It wasn't as long as it wasn't some white dude with a spray on tan pretending he's like Mexican or whatever, like they used to do in Hollywood. Yeah, someone did that. Oh yeah, well that wasn't Mexican. Was she supposed to be Japanese?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know the major's Japanese in the anime, but in the movie, do you remember the twist in that? Was that she was that she was actually Japanese. She died and then they transplanted her brain or whatever.
That was so dumb.
I was like, whoa, so you literally whitewashed them. That's like that was I don't know why you couldn't have just said she's white. Fuck it. Like, I'd rather have that than oh, she was Asian at one point, but now she's white. Like, all right, cool. That movie looked nice at least. So.
Overall, I really had a good time with that though. I liked.
I did too. I really did.
I like anything with a little bit with it's like pretty much focused around that culture, and the songs were all fun. I thought.
I really like the main guy, Anthony Ramos.
Yep.
I think that's his name.
Yeah,
that guy's great. Yeah, even you liked him, right? He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. He was in A Star Is Born. I didn't realize that, but he was the gay friend of Lady Gaga's character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was him. Because I was like, I feel like I've seen this guy before. I didn't recognize his name, and I looked up. I was like, oh, all right, there you go. I think he was in something else too, but whatever. Oh, he was in Godzilla King of the Monsters. He was like in the background, because I don't remember his character. But I looked him up. I was like, oh, he was in that. All right. Anyway, yeah, I liked it. So.
Well,
let's talk about some real shit.
Well, Kyle, let's talk about why he doesn't like it.
I guess the only two left are the last two big movies that have been released. Unless anyone saw Boss Baby 2, Peter Rabbit 2, maybe. Spirit Untamed, perhaps.
I rather do fucking anything. Rather die. I'd rather do anything else in life than watch Bash Baby 2. Bash Baby 2.
Boss
Baby 2 looks like a nightmare fuel extravaganza for me, because I watching Boss Baby 1 was one of the worst theater experiences of my life, because I went with my family and they were all loving it. I got roped into watching it. I didn't want to fucking see it, but I like
had the soothing voice of Tobey Maguire in it, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I remember that was his last movie, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. I mean, he might be in the new Spider-Man, but I'm sure you're excited about that when they ruin his character. But
I will have to see it if it does that.
The only other movie I've seen.
We'll see soon. They'll probably come out with a trailer for that soon.
In general, was Bo Burnham's Inside on Netflix. I guess you can count that as something. But
yeah, I count that as a movie.
So that's the only other one I watched, which I fucking loved.
Yeah, you love it
because his girlfriend's trying to get him to watch it, and he just probably is refusing to.
She's right there. She's telling you to watch it. I just realized Tom Nook's right there. What the fuck?
Kyle's a big Animal Crossing fan. He just plays it's the Wii.
Wow, he's a big Animal Crossing and skeleton fan. Is that what is that? What is that on the skeleton? Is that like from like Disgaea or some shit? Or
that's the thing David has.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's Disgaea.
But I made the joke earlier. I said, but David's is bigger.
Oh. I think you're just talking about his dick.
What am I talking about?
Oh my god!
Who knows?
Anyway, go watch Inside of You. I know Gore's gonna eventually watch it when he's feeling it, and Kyle will eventually succumb to his girlfriend.
I'm gonna have to eventually watch it now. God damn.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the other Bo Burnham stuff?
I watched. Yeah, my girl.
He
Eighth
didn't
grade?
like it.
Yeah.
I didn't really say that.
Did you watch Eighth Grade?
I like.
That was
See,
a
that's the
movie.
thing. I liked 8th grade a lot,
Yeah.
and so when I going in, I was like,
I know you didn't
Huh?
like Promising Young Woman. Though.
All Kyle.
yeah, but that's not really because of Bo Burnham.
No,
That's 'cause
no,
of
no.
By the way,
fucking
Kyle's
shit.
friends.
Yeah.
I want Gordon to know that it's awesome that Kyle's friends all roast how shitty Kyle's movie taste is, along with his girlfriend too, just as
Right.
much as we all do. So we were talking
Well,
about that. We're
I
talking
would say wait. Let me interrupt. I wouldn't say Kyle's movie taste is shit.
pretentious.
It's just that I wouldn't even say pretentious. I just think he doesn't like these movies.
No,
that's it.
I was saying
know.
something
He
too.
just doesn't like these movies,
So-
not just because he's pretentious. He just thinks like these other movies are better.
The
That's it.
conversation was that I was like, I think he'd appreciate Inside, just cinematography and being that it was all him that made it. And then one of his friends chimed in, nah, he only fucking likes movies with directors with 8 fucking names. I was like, yeah, probably
yeah.
actually.
That's true. Like
That are
Steven
black,
Spielberg.
he only likes movies that are black and white with no dialogue and fucking no one does anything, and
Hey, he liked Fast 9,
that's the exception.
and that movie
was
has
on
way
the
too
day
much
where I
dialogue.
fucking bought everybody.
Bought a theater out to
Well, all
to
his
watch
friends shit on
Fast
him.
9. Well, this guy, all he likes is fucking bags in the wind bullshit. It's like I don't agree. I think he just got more of a.
And
Who
Kyle,
likes
you know what though?
fruit?
Kyle at the
I make fun of him, but I don't actually think he's a pretentious.
I'm
fuck. I
gonna
just
call
think he's
Kyle
a-
out. I'm gonna
he's a
call
little
Kyle
shithead.
out. I'm gonna call Kyle out right now, audibly on episode 1. Kyle had the audacity,
Yeah.
Gore, to say, you know what I like about my girlfriend is when we started talking, she gave me shit. She was real with me about like my movie taste, how much I was like. You fucking literally everyone is. I
Yeah.
don't see anyone butter
Yeah.
you up. Literally everyone in
Yeah,
your life
that's true.
is.
You should fuck us too. What the fuck? Come on, man. I don't butter you up.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
buttering
you.
you up now, though. I guess.
Yeah,
I'm just saying Kyle can enjoy a shitty dumb movie. Obviously,
I'm a man of
he somewhat
extreme.
enjoyed Mortal Kombat. I thought like nobody liked that movie. I was like the only one, and then I hear Kyle's like, Mortal Kombat was alright. It was fun and trash. I'm like,
One?
Mortal Kombat. I was surprised
Yeah.
when you said. I thought you were gonna be like, this fucking sucks dick. I was like,
I liked Hellboy 2018.
Yeah, fuck that
19.
movie. That movie's a
yeah,
piece of
I
shit.
like that movie
That
too.
movie's a
That
little
movie's a
old
piece
dog
of
shit.
Yeah. No, it is a piece of shit, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's bad.
I just want an experience. I want you to like metaphorically just like shake me up and feel one way or the other.
All right, well, we'll get to Fast
Yeah.
9 in a little bit. Let's me and Gore just run down Black Widow so we all have a conversation together at the end
Go
with
ahead.
Fast 9.
Okay.
Is this gonna be a spoilers talk?
Yeah, we're spoiling it.
yeah.
No, we're spoiling
Why?
it.
Why?
We're spoiling it.
Yeah, you know what spoilers?
Does she need?
Yeah, does she?
Is she trying to?
does
She
wanna
doesn't want to hear it, right?
Does she not want to hear it?
No, she doesn't give a fuck.
Black Widow
Oh,
fucking dies.
What?
Spoilers.
Already did.
Spoilers.
So it felt like a Phase 1 movie. I think
I don't know, man.
the villain is like shit Phase 1 tier of villain, like the
villain.
worst.
You say phase 1, does that just mean like solo like movie?
Like I'm
Like,
saying
I
is that
don't
it's
really
like movie that I just don't want to go back to. Like that when I have to rewatch the MCU, which I have to do multiple times because I just keep dating people I don't see the
'Cause he's
MCU that
the
want to
MCU
watch it because
stuff.
they see all my shit. They're like, oh, that's cool. Can we watch? Because I want to watch. I'm like, okay, fine, but I just don't want to watch.
Just say no.
I want to autopilot. I'm too nice. I got to autopilot like the first I got to autopilot until Avengers, and then after that I got to autopilot a little bit more because I don't want to see Dark World. But so like Captain Marvel, stuff like that too that you would lump back in with that. Black Widow is a step above that, but the plot was very tame. It doesn't because there's no stakes because you already fucking know what happened. That's the problem with making like a prequel movie in the MCU. It's like, well, you already fucking know what happened, so whatever.
Yeah.
But
Unless she dies before she dies.
the movie logic,
Not that I would ever think any of these movies the main character would die, because like all these MCU movies, like Iron Man never died in 1, 2, or 3. So
Right.
and Captain America never died in any of his 3 movies. So I don't know.
there's so much, and Gore knows because of the new Rockstar video. There's so much, like there's not plot holes, but like but like super nerds had to piece together the details that makes sense if they don't expand on it. It's like it's almost like the indoctrination theory.
Expand on it.
It's almost like the indoctrination theory of Mass Effect, where it's like the nerds pieced everything together where it's fucking cool. Whereas that's not the obvious plan that they had though. So like once they do eventually say no, that's it was written because that, then it makes everything sound shitty. But when you have nerds explain it, it makes sense.
Sure, there's only like one thing about this movie that's like that. The indoctrination theory actually has a ton of different evidence that you could suggest.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's like that, where the nerds make something cooler than it is.
What is even the thing in Black Widow that was like cool? I don't even remember anymore now. Like
it was the fucking the floating fucking building that apparently just no one knew about, and then it was the mom. What's Rachel Weisz wanted to run the whole thing, and. It's like
even that's like,
but there's no evidence, but nerds piece together the logic where it's like, okay, you get it, and that makes sense, and that's cool, but it's obviously not how it's supposed to be.
Sure,
but
they just sweep under the rug that this woman tortures pigs, and
that's very funny. Apparently, and I'm surprised people laughed to hear. No one laughed at mine. And I was like, well, okay, that's fucking.
I know. When the pig's like, ooh, and she's just like talking, and it's showing the 0% breathing thing, and it was like, I was like, what the fuck? It's like, I mean, I don't care. I'll eat a fucking pig, but still, I don't torture it first. I fucking like, hey, what's up, bro? You want to look at some porno, and then I eat it.
It's just so
I eat it raw because I'm a man.
The acting itself was really well done. I think the core cast is awesome. I think. Oh yeah, Kyle, what were you looking at, Kyle?
Huh? Of that Sarah, when I said I'll eat a pig, I was thinking that. I don't know how your girlfriend is. Good.
Anyway, the cast, the acting in the cast is awesome. I think the core people. There was a lot, like Gore mentioned in his review. Red Guardian's not in there. There's literally no point to him, which is upsetting because it's like
Red Guardian's barely.
His intro was really fucking fun too. The way you got introduced into the movie was really cool, and then nothing.
Yeah, when he gets reintroduced, is cool because the
whole beginning intro is actually really well done.
I really liked the opening. The opening was really good, and I swear it was directed by somebody different because the rest of the movie, or it's either this, because all these movies feel very similar. As Kyle would say from the ones you've seen, I'm sure. A lot of them feel like the same fucking movie. It's always like the same structure. It's like, people talking. There's a joke. There's an action scene. There's a joke. There's some more jokes. There's a revelation.
It's a thing that people. Final act, and then there's a sad moment, which is cut off very quickly by a funny.
Yeah, by a joke, which I'm fucking sick of that shit. I'm so sick of that. Like, oh no, oh he's hurt. Like, or whatever. And it's just like, it's just. Anyway, I'm surprised they didn't do that with Tony Stark's death at the end of Endgame. I guess they kind of did, because immediately they cut away from his death, and then Thor makes a joke, and they kind of did that. Spoilers for Endgame, though. They do, because they cut to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Thor's like, the Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but that let us
say literally a cut to them.
But it was
after his funeral.
Yeah, but there was still even like a little bit of breathing room, which was okay. Like, it never bothered me. But there's like somewhere it's straight up like, bam, joke.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, it's the typical stuff. But like the first 15 minutes is actually pretty even when they introduce
didn't feel like an MCU movie.
No, it's like it almost felt like if like someone from The Boys made the first 15 minutes. And it was like it wasn't violent or anything, but it was like it had a gritty feel to it, like way more so than the rest of the movie. The last 2 hours though was just the typical shit. Like it really was. Like I don't even know what to say about it. It was just like there's nothing really to spoil about it besides Taskmaster was completely fucking wasted.
Yeah, so
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that.
I
let's have another strong woman.
Oh no, personally I don't mind.
A man's controlling the woman. This is like I get it.
I don't know. I don't mind it being Taskmaster being evil a girl at all. But I have an issue with the backstory.
I don't know. My issue isn't that she's a girl.
But like my issue is that they just literally didn't do anything with this character who's super fucking awesome.
Right. Yeah,
and they sort of cut off any sort of potential.
I think his name's Tony Masters. Sounds like
they cut off. They made it seem like that's the end of Taskmaster in the MCU.
Yeah, oh,
which
yeah.
is like, what the
Because
fuck?
the only way she had all that like predictive thing was like a program thing, and then like they ripped the.
yeah, they
Did she
gave
rip
it.
the chip out, or like they broke the thing? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like,
Which
okay, well,
that's not his abilities in the comics. In the comics, he's just really good, and he just like studies all these moves. But like in this one, she has a helmet that tells her everything.
yeah,
She's
but
like, all
I
right.
don't mind that again. But it's just the fact, if they let her live and you can see her again later somehow, some way, cool. But like, you don't end off like a really
Maybe
cool character like Taskmaster and just like, and
they'll do
not
Mandarin.
even give them that much room to begin with. Like they only had like 2 fight scenes. It was like a
Everybody's
sub,
comparing this to the Mandarin, but at least the Mandarin was that reveal was funny.
and at least
I
the
thought
Mandarin's getting
like,
fixed.
yeah, he's getting fixed.
Um,
Like you could use that excuse like this wasn't the real Mandarin, which they did in that one shot thing
yeah,
when they used to do the one shots. They did one for the Mandarin where it's like, hey, fucker, the real Mandarin's pissed. And he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Um,
But we'll
but
see. I hope they do. I hope they do something else because Taskmaster's just so fucking cool. Like that's just cool. It's cool to see
that's
someone just kind of use a little bit of everything, and you can kind of pinpoint like, oh, that's Spider-Man, that's Cap, that's
And I thought they would really use that character better because, like, Spider-Man, of course, he was in it in the side mission, and he was also in the beginning of the Avengers game that came out. I don't know. If he's
yeah.
in it
Taskmaster's
anymore,
like actually really notable right now. So it's like,
and Taskmaster fought Black Widow in that game, like in
yeah,
the beginning. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. There you go. Taskmaster was doing the shit. You know?
yeah.
And then this
Uh,
one, he doesn't talk. It was like Deadpool. Like he's supposed to talk and stuff. When they did Deadpool, where they took his mouth away and didn't say anything, I was just like, I thought this Taskmaster supposed to be like kind of like doesn't he have like a Brooklyn accent or something? Or he has like he has an accent. He like talks shit and stuff. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, Spider-Man. He doesn't say the fuck word, but like he has like an attitude to him. And this character silent.
the
I thought the costume looked fine. I think some people
costume
didn't
was
like
fine.
it, but whatever.
I think overall, the it especially the whole movie doesn't matter. Generally doesn't matter. But the only
I
thing
agree.
of substance, the only thing that matters, which is even, I mean, I people hyped it up more than I thought it was cool, was the post credits, which was cool. But I mean, like, you can compare anything
that
to
was a cool
the.
scene.
It was
Fine.
cool. It makes more sense that Black Widow was supposed to come out before Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, because
Seeing
they had
that.
the Juliet Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah, so
Julia
they had
or
her.
Juliet, I
Yeah, so
forgot.
they had her in there, and someone had this reference that makes sense now that I kind of look at it side by side. Is that end credit scene is supposed to be kind of like the Nick Fury Avengers scene, where it's supposed to be like a post credit, and they're kind of showing you like, oh, she's building something right now, and then you see her later on because the introduction she had in Falcon kind of feels a little weird, especially when you have this back to back.
This one felt a little weird to me because it's just like she's like, I'm here now. I'm like, all right.
But it makes more sense when you think that Falcon was only like a month or two afterwards. So it's like, oh, that was weird. But then you're like, oh, I understand that now. And it makes sense when you put it back to back. But like, I think it made more sense that this was supposed to be the first one rather than the second one.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, I don't give a flying
Yeah,
fuck,
either way,
but
we don't
sure.
know where it's going at right now. That's the only of substance thing that matters, that, you know, like, oh, okay, Hawkeye's going to get hunted by Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
We'll go with that somewhere.
She needs to change her last name.
Lawrence P.U.
Yeah, because it sounds like Pugh.
Who's she dating again? I
I don't give a
forgot.
fuck who she's dating. I said she just changed her name. Get married. Hurry up. God damn. She's dating some guy named like Jerry Farthead or something.
No,
Like,
it's an
I keep
actor.
Pugh.
Oh, she's dating Zach Braff. That's what it was.
That
Ew.
crap's like 50. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's why I heard about it. I was like, is he 20
Zach
years older than her? Yeah.
Chicken Little?
Yeah.
She's dating Chicken Little.
Chicken Little bros.
The Chicken Bro. No. Pu. Isn't she like 25?
Yeah, he's 21 years older than her.
That's cool.
I mean, that's
The duality of
true
man.
love.
Kyle's like, that's cool. And Gore's like,
True love conquers all.
even
guess.
time.
She knows she's an Academy Award nominated actress, and he voiced Chicken Little, right? I just want her to realize this. She was nominated for Academy Award for Little Women.
Overall, that movie, I think on my overall MCU ranking, I'm gonna re-rank it a little bit, but it's
Wait, wasn't Zach Braff in that Oz, the Great and Powerful?
Yeah,
movie?
he sure was.
Played the monkey character, right?
Yeah, the annoying sidekick that
Yeah.
kept talking.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah, good movie too.
I ended up with
Sam Raimi's last movie until the Doctor
I
Strange.
know,
one
dude.
came out.
Holy
Yeah, he's
shit.
doing Doctor Strange. So
I have to see it, unfortunately.
isn't it weird? He should have did the new Spider-Man movie, considering Tobey Maguire might come back.
I know, right? What the fuck?
What the fuck? Bullshit.
I ended up putting.
Oh, you know, it'd be great if they got him to direct the Venom movie, and he hates Venom, so it'd be like, well,
Wow, yeah,
it's a
that
job,
would be ironic.
it's a paycheck.
I ended up putting it at like number 19 on my overall like ratings, but that's probably gonna shift it a bit more. So
I didn't even think about putting it in there because I didn't give a fuck. But
yeah, I lumped
Black Widow is generic. None of the action's all that great. The things don't make sense really. But I liked some of the stuff. I liked it enough to not say it was a bad time.
I think you liked it more than I did, which is weird. Like you gave it like a 7 out of 10. I was like, I don't even know if I had rated it that high. But like,
I mean, I'm grading it on an MCU curve though.
Sure.
Like, if I was grading on a real movie factor, it'd be less.
Yeah,
it'd be less
obviously. But I think
as a stupid summer blockbuster.
The highlight of it was like just the interactions between the characters because they were all really good actors. Right. So like the dinner table scenes or like when they're one-on-one talking, that was pretty good. But that's all you need to watch it for.
I just wish this should have been a show. I said that in my review too. It should have been a show. It should have been 6 episodes.
ScarJo won in a fucking movie.
What the fuck? How about fucking Loki?
I don't care.
He wanted a movie too, and they gave him some fucking stupid show that ruined everything.
Anyway, let's talk about Fast 9, Kyle.
Oh my god.
Is that the way you want to start this? Yeah, you gotta have a bigger intro than that for Fast 9. What the fuck? They've got a space.
Boy, howdy, did I have an intro for the actual F9 party? Let me tell you.
He whips his dick out.
Let's Kyle regale what happened.
Oh, I can't wait.
Why are you wearing a hat
story
like that?
goes back over a year ago. F9
he's white
coming
trash.
soon to theaters, May 2020, baby. Graduation month. Me and all my friends are graduating. We're all humongous Fast and Furious fans, especially me. Especially me. I'm wearing the Dominic Toretto t-shirt. Let's go, baby. Fans.
Back during simpler times.
Fast and Furious, saw that in theater. Humongous Fast and Furious fan. I'm so fucking hyped. I'm going to see a Fast and Furious movie, the best one ever yet. They bring back Han. How the fuck do they bring back Han?
Doesn't matter.
Mr. Nobody, just like that.
Saw the first one. Holy shit, we're hyped to heaven. Oh my god, May 2020, let's go. And then we all know what happened.
And then, of course, China.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what they did to us.
I don't
They took Dominic from us. God damn it.
So, very early on, like I think it was in April last year, like, hey, we're not going to have our movie back until June 2021. And everyone's like, what, dude, a whole year? There's no way it's going to last that long.
It squeezed in very much still from like, I kind of coasted to the very corner of everything opening up too. I feel like this is like really the first big movie.
Damn, I want to know who the hell planned that date out because they knew.
They just knew.
They did the numbers. They figured out how long the shit was gonna be as big of a thing as it was.
So Kyle, so you missed out. You're sad. You cried a little. What happened after that?
After that, I'm all split up. I'm elsewhere. I'm not where I used to be. All my friends are elsewhere. So I'm like, okay, well then, F9 is finally coming back. The timing's right. Things are opening back up. Let's get all the boys together, and let's all go and reminisce together in the splendor that is Los Angeles, have a big, humongous party, get drunk as hell off Coronas, and just have a great time. And that's exactly what happened.
But I think you got it differently. Before you wanted to rent out a row for you guys, but this time you had the ability to rent out a whole theater.
Yeah, so one of the awesome benefits from COVID, one of the many that we have, was that private watch parties became a very easily attainable thing because now, we didn't have to just rent out a row in this movie theater because we were originally going to like pick a whole bunch of spots and basically clear it out because theaters couldn't be 100% capacity. It was like every other seat was taken or whatever. So we were originally going to do that, but then we realized we could do the private movie theater thing. And so the second F9 tickets were available, I made sure to fucking scoop up a whole theater for... Gore, I want you to guess how much it cost.
Well, I thought renting out a theater, well, at least over here is only a few hundred. But I'm going to guess if you just bought every fucking ticket in the theater.
No, he did private screening.
I did private screening. He just said he bought all the tickets. Okay.
That's what he's going to do. But...
Okay, I don't know how much tickets are over there. Can you at least tell me that?
The tickets over there, I think, are $14 usually for
that's around the same price over here.
Yeah, LA and New
York.
That's
the same area. Oh yeah, it was LA. I wasn't thinking about that. I'll say for a whole theater, it was a big size theater.
Adrian, medium size, medium smallish.
Medium, I'd say.
I'll say $429.
My friend, for the low price of $250, I had a whole
I got a good
theater
deal
to myself.
Hey, if I knew the size of the theater, it would help. But
It's probably a little bit smaller than you might have thought of, but it was still a good size.
That's not bad for $250. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, $250
for a brand new movie in a giant, big theater in LA.
In downtown, it was what was it, East LA?
Yeah, a little bit East LA, like 5 minutes though from downtown. Still,
and no one else is allowed in.
Yeah, but
you should have said anybody's allowed in. Fuck it.
That's almost what it devolved into.
So at that point, once we had the theater, we're like, okay, let's open this thing up to all our friends, including I had to get my boy Adrian in on this.
Yeah, I was gonna go to California like a week or two prior, and then I think Kyle replied back, just go watch Fast 9 with us. Like, oh yeah, when's that coming out again? He said 25th. I was like, all right, cool, I'll bump it back 2 weeks.
What?
Fuck yeah.
You didn't know when it was coming out already? You didn't have it on your calendar?
No, dude.
Nah.
What the fuck? Wow, what piece of shit.
I've been sad about it.
Fake fan.
But yeah, no, I bumped it back a couple weeks. Literally did that specifically just for the Fast 9 thing. And then I told my friend Nick, and he was like, yeah, I'll fly down for that. So he flew down for that. And then told my other buddy.
That was a great experience for him.
Told my other buddy.
He flew down just so Kyle can choke his ass out.
Yeah, I almost kill him.
About a killer doll movie.
And then we had our other buddy who Kyle was not. No, you met him before. He was with us last time.
I think we
did an escape room. Yeah, we did an escape room together, and he was down, but he had not watched 6, 7, or 8 yet. So we binged those beforehand too. So we got him all caught. Like literally right before we headed off to the theater, we finished 8.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Kyle did that, and we had I had another friend come along with us. I told the story about how drunk Kyle slurred his words. Said, "I thought there was someone going to write a BuzzFeed article about me or something." It's like no. But yeah, because she had mentioned that she already watched the movie beforehand, and she was like, I had a good time. But I mentioned, I was like, yeah, well, we're gonna fucking have a fucking blast because it's a bunch of fucking diehard fans just drunk, just watching this movie. She's like, that'd be great because she's like, that sounds awesome because she only watched it with a bunch of journalists and they aren't like going crazy over this movie like I'm sure we did. And asked Kyle, she said, yeah, bring everyone, fuck it. So I was like, all right, cool, then let's go, let's do this. And it was an experience, Kyle.
Boy howdy, we planned ahead. We made a Facebook event page. We had 20 people
on the
invite list. Huh?
You made a trailer for it?
Yeah, I made a whole trailer for the actual event. Like, dude, this was an actual party that I was hosting. Like, goddamn, what a perfect time to do it. And we did the pregame thing. We were right next door to the theater, walking distance to the theater. You know, we got all settled in. Everybody was getting their popcorns and concessions. Everyone was in on time, thankfully. And
the only one that didn't come in on time was Han, who was probably like 100 feet away from us at some point.
So one of the crazy things was days after this event, like 2 or 3 days after it actually happened, one of my friends looked at a Instagram post from Sung Kang, right, the guy who plays Han, and we noticed that it was the exact same theater that we all went to for this private screening. Huh?
Same day, same theater, and the sunlight, the sunlight didn't say what time exactly, but the sunlight it was 6 p.m. that we went in there, 6:45. So it was kind of getting a little bit like sundown, like kind of looking like it headed there. So the sun was coming in directly the way the theater was facing, and that's exactly how it looked on his video, where he came in just holding a basket full of fucking snacks.
What the fuck?
Because of course Han loves to snack, but also he was even the same guy taking the tickets, the guy who let us in, right? It was the same guy. Like must have been within an hour. We were probably talking in that area outside.
He probably went in. He probably went in like at the 6 o'clock showing or something. Because we were mentioning that it's all the actors kind of just split up and go to different theaters because they're all in LA.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know what? My friend was telling me she was kind of upset. She's like, I don't know why AMC just didn't say like, hey, that private screen right there. They're all watching this fucking movie. Go blow their goddamn mind. I wouldn't give a fuck. If he walked in the middle of the movie and said, "What's up?" I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm like, hell yeah, that fucking blow my goddamn mind.
Maybe he was going to. Maybe he was like halfway down the area, like coming down. He's like, you know what? I don't want to interrupt.
A wonderful time. Because
I don't want. Maybe it was like the scene where he gets reintroduced. He's like, "Nah, that would blow their minds too much."
We would have, dude. It's literally like 97% of that theater was drunk off their ass by the time that part happened.
Yeah, they would have been like, "I didn't want to watch this."
Their minds would have fucking melted. Did you imagine you're just drunk? You're drunk. You watch this. You see drunk. You're drunk. You see Han show up right there. What the fuck?
What the fuck, bro? I could touch him.
But we were also shouting like shots for Han every time that fucking Han showed up, like especially around the beginning. So it's like
he only had a couple shots. Then.
So it's like he could probably fucking hear this like a theater away. Like if he had fucking known that the private screen, because I'm sure he didn't walk in because it's just a private screening on there. You don't know what's happening in there. But I'm sure like you could literally just fucking tell him, to walk in for like fucking 1 minute.
Maybe he was
blowing our goddamn mind.
Maybe that's when he was walking in. Then he heard. Maybe he thought it said like you guys said like shoot Han. Maybe
yeah,
that's
shoot Han.
Like,
nope, sorry.
That didn't actually happen. You guys were drunk, so maybe slurred.
Kyle was drunk. Kyle at the end of the movie Kyle at the end looks at me and goes, "Adrian, I don't remember a single thing I just fucking watched. I loved it."
Yeah. That makes sense. They gave it a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Oh my god! So listen, a huge thing that we're not talking about is drinking. I drank a beer at the hotel. Like I chugged a big IPA, like high.
We gave you like 2 or 3 beers.
I got high off beer.
Yeah. I had a total of like 5 beers at this one place right across, it
wasn't even across the street. It was literally next to it, like next door to it.
Yeah, it was literally next to it. They gave me like freaking 4 or 5 Coors.
It was happy hour, like $1 a beer. So we were like, fuck it. So we kept giving Kyle more beers.
Yeah, so I just
we're like, hey Kyle, if you chug this, I'll buy you another one. Kyle looks just chugs in.
Yeah, and I did it, and dude, the pacing of this whole thing was so awesome.
Someone brought in.
I was buzzed walking in, and then actually getting to sit down and have like all my friends in the actual theater like sitting all around was crazy. There's so many different like friend groups and stuff that are like interacting with each other and stuff.
So
insane.
Your girlfriend snuck in like hard liquor.
Oh boy.
So right on her ass.
My girlfriend was insistent on bringing a certain alcohol called or hard liqueur called absinthe, which until like very recently you couldn't even get in the United States because it's like I don't know 80%.
You should have brought in some moonshine.
Dude, that's
essentially yeah.
Great in your bathtub.
She brought that shit in, and I brought in like a fucking cognac, which is like 50%. Extremely high hard liquor, extremely high alcohol content. And like right before the movie was actually starting, I was just so happy, so buzzed. I was like, give me a shot. We had like little shots of absinthe and like little red Solo cups, like the one Gore's drinking, but like they're really tiny. Yeah, like that, but like just like a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
And fucking boy howdy.
And she would run down she literally ran down the road just giving everyone just shots. And then dude, Nick was fucking done. I swear afterwards I looked at him like, Nick, are you drunk? And he starts laughing just hysterically. And then he just kept yelling the entire way home, even outside, because we all hung out afterwards too. It was kind of, I know Kyle was kind of having a good time because afterwards he did see everyone interacting for sure, like outside, like afterwards, like everyone, all of his friend groups were kind of intermingling. And just Nick just kept yelling, "Who gave me absinthe?" the entire trip back to Jamin's house.
Well, now you know if you're watching.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he knew, but I think he was too drunk to understand what was happening. He was just given a drink. He's
like, if you forgot because you were fucked up, now you remember.
But yeah, no, everyone had a constant comment during everything, but it was better because it wasn't someone that you just didn't know. It was funnier to Kyle because he knew all these people, so whatever comment he heard, he knew what was happening. He's like,
I gotta scratch my ass.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Everyone had the time of their lives because I sure as hell.
I think my what was it when John Cena and Vin Diesel got super close together when they're like having that talk. One of Kyle's friends just yells, "Are they gonna fuck?"
That's
Just like
incest.
drunken slur.
That's
And
incest.
it was loud,
Save
dude.
that
We
for
were
Rick and Morty.
getting rowdy. That was on the tin though. I said that because that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. But it was like a very manageable rowdy, with all people that everyone likes, and it was honestly for me such a fun time. The movie itself, I have no fucking idea what happens in this movie. I forgot what the fucking post-credit scene was. I forgot like the twist.
You ever rewatched it?
Post-credit scene?
Very random images, and I was just like in like Nirvana, dude.
We all stood up and
that was our discussion for Fast 9.
we all stood up and saluted when they went to space.
Oh, that was awesome.
Okay. I did something else.
I filmed.
I stayed my ass on the fucking chair.
I don't know if I said this to you, but filmed a little bit of footage, reactions, if you would. To some of like the fun moments, like when Lucas Black comes and when they go to space. I filmed it, and just revisiting those reactions just like puts me back. Like, goddamn,
it was
legally recorded, people.
It was funny because my friend, she took all his notes because she did like some review of it, and she was doing more notes and she caught. And it was funny because we were catching some details that she didn't catch, so she'd hear someone yell something. She's like, "Oh, I didn't catch that at all, actually." But it was funny too because since she had watched it the week prior, she would kind of lean over to me and she'd be like, "The theater's about to lose their shit right now." And then sure enough, the next scene, it just fucking, you hear everyone just freaked the fuck out. So it was gonna kind of
for when Han obviously returns.
It was for anything that, like the scene before Lucas Black showed up. Like she was like, "Oh, the next scene like coming up right now is gonna be the one that everyone's gonna like go nuts." Like she would kind of give me like a little bit of
they lost their shit for Lucas Black.
The theater lost their shit for everything. Theater lost their shit for literally like, any fucking detail. The theater was losing their goddamn mind. It was fucking hilarious.
Why did she even say
no,
that?
but like specifically, there was like some moments like. Everyone in the fucking theater loved the fucking Tokyo Drift guys.
I was in the corner crying because this fucking hick guy is in the fucking.
Little Romeo came back for F9.
Little Romeo
that was way more surprising than fucking Shane Black was in the last.
No, but I mean, anytime when the whole Tokyo Drift crew came in and stuff like that, anything, she would kind of give me little hints of like, oh, this scene's like really cool coming up. They're gonna fucking go crazy over it.
Tokyo Drift crew. Oh,
I love it, dude. I hope they're in.
All my favorite characters. DK, I don't know.
We were all just we were laughing so hard at all like ridiculous, like preposterous thing Vin Diesel would say.
There was like, drinking games, family, Coronas, everyone's raising everything.
They didn't do the family stuff enough, I thought. Like, I was expecting way
Black
more
Widow
family.
did more family stuff than Fast 9 kind of.
That was way worse. I didn't want that.
There were so many lines, dude, that were so on the nose though.
Oh, I didn't tell you our new meme, Kyle. I should have told you.
I laughed my ass off at fucking whenever they did a flashback and they're trying to connect these two actors that are playing John Cena and fucking Vin Diesel. I'm like, yeah, my fucking ass. Vin Diesel and no. First of all, no. Second of all, no.
Third of all, double no.
First of all, no.
Yeah, no. That if I had been drunk, I would have been like, I would not realize that was supposed to be Dom. Like it did not click to me.
First, I was like, who the fuck is this supposed to be? Someone says that he has the cross. I was like, what is this, like Dom's? They're gonna have another brother?
I did not think that was fucking Dom.
I was I thought maybe it was gonna be like maybe a flashback that shows why they don't like each other. John and John, whatever his name is, Dom and John.
Jacob.
What's his name?
Jacob, right?
Yeah. Jacob. And I thought maybe this kid had something to do with it, but then someone says Dom. I'm like, what? I was like, no. It was like, dang, Dom, what the fuck?
Our new one of our new drinking rules when it comes to Fast and Furious is you take a drink every time Tyrese does something that you know he's doing for the paycheck. So you yell out, "Get that paycheck, Tyrese," and you take a drink. And then another rule we conjured up when we were rewatching 6, 7, and 8. It's whenever you see someone throw anything, you yell, "Is that a hockey puck?" Because that's that one thing that lands on Tyrese's car, where it was like a bomb thing and lands on there, and Tyrese just, "Is that a hockey puck?" It just yells that out. So every time you see someone throw something like handheld, you have to yell, "Is that a hockey puck?"
True fans right over here.
You should have said whenever Tyrese does anything fucking stupid, you go, "My ass is in fuego."
Yeah, my ass is in fuego. My favorite part in my row was, so like an actual good thing about the movie I thought was that the the trailers didn't really actually fucking spoil that much. Well, the second trailer was fucking spoiled shit. I didn't watch second trailer.
Are you high? Every fucking best part is in the trailer.
Oh.
Every single best part. Every single best part. Are you kidding me?
The second trailer ruined it all. I think the first trailer, I don't think so at all. And I think
you're just the trailers.
Well, no, I should. Yeah,
the first trailer was the one where he Batman's across the fucking mountain,
which was in the first like 15 minutes of the movie, which was fucking cool to me. I was like, oh, cool.
Like 30 minutes. Okay.
Well, either way, I thought that was gonna be like one of the ending shots because that's what they did in the fucking Fate. But like this one, I was like, they got it out of the way. I'm like, oh, cool. Like the fucking cool shot of the trailer is like not the ending shot. That's cool. Like that was actually really nice to know.
Of course, you gotta save some other shots for the second trailer. Then I'll just go.
I didn't watch second trailer. The second trailer I watched.
The trailers are more important than the movie for a lot of these summer blockbusters.
I watched second trailer afterwards, and I thought, well, that was dumb. They really fucking actually spoiled everything in that second trailer. But I didn't watch that one.
Fucking John Cena fucking tackling Dom. Oh, no, other way around. Sorry. I don't know these characters.
They had
John Cena zip lining across, and then fucking Dom just like fucking spearing him off of the fucking.
They had Brian's car in there.
And the trailer was fucking great. Oh yeah, that was actually, I liked that a lot.
I liked it in the movie. I'm glad I didn't fucking see that in the trailer.
Oh, that was in the trailer. I mean,
yeah, it's like a trailer.
I don't know the car. I don't give a shit.
The blue car?
Cars, so. I don't give a shit about cars. I don't fucking care.
So crazy, dude.
They're all cars. Who gives a fuck? At this point, this series doesn't give a shit about cars because they're like fucking. They use them, but then they just jump on top of them and fight on them. So it's like, all right, they might as well be on anywhere.
They break everyone's falls too.
They might as well go into the Mortal Kombat universe and fight on in one of those stages. Like what the fuck?
The favorite thing that happened in my row, which I'm kind of upset that they didn't edit it into the fucking movie, was I could just feel the love. Whatever they do, that whole Batman thing. It was just quiet. They just did the whole like, and then like landed over there. But I heard Nick.
And then do you get the reaction shots of Michelle Rodriguez and
Michelle Rodriguez is actually trying to like act like go like this and.
Yeah, well, Vin Diesel knows like he can't die because he has another movie in his contract. Also, he makes these movies pretty much, so he's just like.
And
Michelle Rodriguez like I already died like twice in these fucking movies.
Yeah, so she's looking like she's actually like trying to freak out.
And then they crash into the side of the mountain. I'm like, they're dead. They're nothing but goo.
Which I'm glad they made a meta joke about that. And Tyra's like, how the fuck are we still alive? Like we've done a lot of shit.
I do like that when Tyra's like, yo, we've been shot. We've been crushed.
He looks, there's bullet holes in here. And after that whole scene passing, I laugh at him. Nick looks at me. The fuck? They didn't explain the bullet holes. What the fuck? Yeah. What was with that? How does he have bullet holes?
Bulletproof. He's bulletproof.
Yeah, just hearing.
Tyrese needed to pay some more bills, so he's bulletproof for now.
But just hearing Nick drunkenly slur, I could just feel the love when you're slinging himself across there, and I was like, oh, they should.
Oh, because that's in the.
It's in the trailer. That's how they did that. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's in the trailer. I'm sorry they didn't put that in the actual because it fit really well in there. And it was
I just forgot they even said that. Just the visual.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that
I had a good time with the movie, but I had a way better time with the trailer. So I'm glad I watched them. Honestly.
The first trailer is still a really fun time, but man,
the second trailer is great.
That theater experience, that was like rivaling Endgame, which was like a lot of fun because you're watching it with a bunch of people that are freaking out just as much as you are. But like at this point, it was better because like. First off, more room. You know, everything is actually jam-packed, crowded. But also, every person you heard was part of this crew. You know, so it wasn't just like
they were part
of
the
family.
Thank you.
Family. Except you just met him for the first time today, Adrian. So
I'm speaking more for Kyle. That's what it was. Cool part. Him is his party, so it's like whatever with him.
Kyle.
But like he was in the center of it in the back, so he was like kind of like a fucking like king's fucking viewing of every one of his people, just like right there, and. Right. I'm sure it was a fun time because he did hear like just different segments of the theater just yell out something during somewhere. It's almost like each of the section had their own inside joke for whatever that they just kept referencing along as the movie went on.
I'm sure they did because 9 fucking movies. Well, 10 if you count Hobbs and Shaw. So
that's why I came out of that experience so just happy, buzzed, high, great, fantastic experience.
Yeah. So you're gonna watch it again? I'm assuming. So you actually understand?
Honestly,
never again.
I have honestly no idea. I honestly have no idea about the movie. That movie has transcended movies. To me. That movie is an experience.
It's an enigma.
F9.
You see shit like
for all movie. Kyle knows, Fast 9 could not exist.
Well, for all Kyle knows, F9 might not even be a movie. It might just be
this point,
an experience where you get drunk and high or whatever. Well, you have the spiral on your hand.
At this point,
it's
like, It's like a philosophy, dude.
Are you Jigsaw? Let me see your hand. Oh shit! Spiral.
Chris Rock.
So you're never gonna watch it now?
What, Spiral?
I don't think I. Here's the thing: I think if I watch the movie while like sober and by myself, or with just like two other people, I think I'm just gonna think less of that experience because I probably wouldn't like it as much.
So from now on, you're never gonna rewatch just that one particular movie now.
Like why I just want to bottle up my feelings about that. Whenever I think about that movie, I'll have those bottled up feelings, like that awesome time I had, and nothing will ever spoil it. It's like a little, it's like a perfect little memory to me now, and that's why I want to associate F9 with that.
See,
you see the next, you see the next Fast and Furious, you don't have that experience, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on now.
Who the fuck is this person? Who's that person?
Who the fuck is? Why is John Cena?
Listen, even though most of the movie is a blur to me now, that movie is nonsense. That movie is just fucking nonsense. There
are things though that like are really like ooh.
Whatever, dude.
Like shocking.
Seriously, like the little bit of serious brain part of me while watching that movie, I was still like, dude, no, this is so beyond stupid, but in a really great way. It does deserve a 10.
Oh yeah, that movie's fucking ridiculous, but I mean, that's par for the course.
I just find it
funny. I just find it funny. You have a picture of Dominic. Is that from Tokyo Drift when he shows up in the cameo?
That's the first one.
Well, yeah, it's the same shot when he shows up in Tokyo Drift. He's like, "Hey,
but he's in that parking garage in that.
Oh, is he? I thought he like shows up at a street race. And
no,
he's
in like one of those all parking garages.
He parks next to him, doesn't he?
Where they drift?
He parks next to him. Okay, so it's all right. You explain parts of the movie I don't remember. I just remember the cameo at the end because I remember my friends being really hyped about that, and I'm like, oh, sure. My friends used to love those movies.
I genuinely just liked it, and I was staying sober because I did have to drive. But I will say also,
I think it is very, very boring when it's not fun.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is it could be the experience I had with Kyle where it was that just no part was boring. There was any sort of like even a moment where there was not supposed to be anything going on. Someone was still having the time of their life where they were still making something or some comment or everyone's had a good time the entire way. So that's what I was gonna say is that pacing wise, I thought, and again, Gore's gonna have the most real opinion of this movie besides me and Kyle being extremely biased. But like pacing wise, I thought it was really well done. I know Nick was like fucking shocked. He's like, "Is the movie's over?" Like I thought there was more of that because like it's longer than Hobbs and Shaw, but like Hobbs and Shaw felt like a goddamn eternity.
Oh yeah,
this movie.
Hobbs and Shaw might not have felt like that if you watched it with the same amount, same people.
You're right, but
worst movie could feel like it goes by quick.
But overall, like I thought the pacing was like awesome, and I had like there was no part where I was like, all right, move on.
If you rewatch Fate of the Furious, like all the stuff where like Dom goes bad and stuff is so bad. It's so tough to get through.
I didn't like it when it first came out because I was just like, all right, his old girlfriend got killed and then she had a fucking baby and I'm like, I don't know. At the end he calls him Brian. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I don't know why in the universe that makes sense because Brian's still alive, so why would he call him?
Right.
I mean, I get he likes Brian, but what?
So
in the universe it makes sense. But he should have called him Paul. He should have said Paul. So I would have been fine. No, I would have been fine with it.
So Nick was making all of his friends in where he lives watch all the Fast movies, and he convinced everyone by like movie 6. They're like, yeah, they have a kid. They're gonna name him Paul, and the whole fucking crew was like, what the fuck? Why would they name him Paul? Like, why does everyone go? Oh, like. So he convinced everyone for like 3 movies that like it's happening. It's gonna happen. It's gonna name Paul.
And then they have that build up where he's about to say his name in the end of Fate, and then he goes Brian. I bet everyone was like, "What? That's not."
They do that Toy Story cut where they told the mom where the movie ends in the lava. Remember that? Or the hot where they. Did you ever see that?
Oh yeah.
They just but they edit over it where it says Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, the ending with Toy Story. Well, he could just dub over him. He could just
just dub over it and say Paul.
Even though his lips obviously say Brian.
They'll do a cutaway where it just shows like the rock sitting at the table or something.
Yeah, get the bad lip sync reading guys. They could do it.
Yeah.
They'll make it sound right. Anyway, go to hell. That's Fast 9. That's the next movie. They're gonna go to hell for reasons I'm not gonna say here. But What is the next one going to be called? Fasten? Everybody wants that.
Fast and Furious with the IO and Furious to 10.
Part 1, Part 2, baby.
That's probably what they're going to do.
I jokingly said that. I'm like, let's fuck up the name more. Let's do Fast 10 Part 1, Fast 10 Part 2. And they said, yeah, we're going to do that.
That's not even fucking it up. That's if anything, that's making it more like I don't know, like not chronological, but like a little bit more neat. I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like it makes more sense now. It's like, oh, it's 10 and part 1 and part 2. Whatever. That's good. At least it's not Fate of the Furious. Like what the fuck is that one? Like, is that what the fuck? Fate.
Oh, F8. Fate.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh.
No.
How come this one wasn't called F9 of the Furious?
Sneak King.
Oh, fucking Sneak King because he's sneaking.
Ketchum.
Oh, because it's like Ketchum, like the Pokemon. And also,
yeah.
I always thought when I was a kid it was like ketchup. I was like,
Ketchup.
Candy. Didn't you think ketchup was candy? I remember that. Well,
nope.
Dude, that was trolling.
Not you.
I was trolling.
Okay. I don't remember where I was from. I just vaguely remember you thinking ketchup was candy.
It starts with Sons.
Yeah. No, I remember.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Death Stranding.
So that was F9. Hell of an experience. Again, I'm just gonna bottle up that memory and as you know, an awesome thing. And I don't really need to ever see the movie again, to be quite honest.
10 out of 10.
Never again. We could spoil it.
We'll do a recap for Fast 10.
I'm sure.
That's coming out in 2 years though, so get ready. And then the next one after that will be a year after that. So in the next after 3 years from now, the Fast saga will be over.
Oh my god.
We'll see.
Are we doing the premiere somehow, Kyle?
Deal. Are we gonna do super turbocharged movies for those watch parties?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to do it, I'll go out there again. I don't care.
Oh, is that what you called your party?
Turbocharged?
Yeah, we'll get Gore out there for one of them too.
Oh, we got it for part 2. We got it.
The final one, Gore. You got to go out there for the last one, the last ride, dude.
Yeah.
The last one.
I'm so invested in the series.
Last ride.
I didn't know.
We get the whole family.
I'll only go out if Tyrese gets a really big paycheck, because I feel bad for him. Like you guys have to donate some money to Tyrese for me.
We'll have a Tyrese
He needs
fund.
to see his kids or whatever the fuck's wrong.
Paying
like
$10,000 per support for a month. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude?
he's like the DSP of movie actors. Like I don't know. Fucking know. Anyway. Anyway.
Well, I guess that's it for Another Movie Podcast Remake. Unless you guys saw anything else in theaters that we have not mentioned.
This is almost 2 hour podcast.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I've seen anything else. I saw that's it.
You didn't see 12 Mighty Orphans?
The fuck you just?
You didn't see Profile? You didn't see?
No, that wasn't in my theater. I did want to see that though.
You didn't see?
No, I didn't see. I didn't see The Empty Man. I didn't see. Let me think. What else? Shitty movie. What was it? There was a horror movie that came out recently that nobody saw, nobody knew was a movie. Oh,
yeah,
that's right. The Boss Baby. That's right. That's what it was.
No, I know what you're talking
The
about.
Forever Purge too.
Oh, The Forever Purge. Yeah.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of. There was like a horror movie that came out recently.
Peter Rabbit 2.
There you go. That's what it was. Zola. Did you see Zola?
Oh yeah, Zola. I saw that Sundance.
Pops. Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll be back.
Well, hold on. What are we gonna see next week, though?
Yeah, we should do like a. You know how we do Games Gone By? We should do like a.
We all have to commit to one movie.
Yeah, we have to commit movie.
We're doing that once a month, or we're doing that every episode?
Well, a movie is shorter, and we're doing it 2 a month, so I feel like we should do one each episode.
Let's see.
Especially since like summer is just filled with fucking dog shit, Jungle Cruise.
I don't want to. So let's say this. Let's not. We'll do this now.
Space Jam bullshit.
We're gonna do this now. We won't commit to this as a regular thing unless it just really does something unless something we can't keep up with because I can't commit to this. But for now, for sure. Well, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna look and see what's coming up here.
I know Escape Room 2 and Space Jam 2 come out next week.
Oh, I meant more like any movie. I didn't mean like.
I mean, we could do one here though too. That'd make it a little easier, right?
Yeah, no. Honestly, if it's an old movie, wouldn't that be way easier? Because you could just fucking watch it on Netflix. Besides, I guess Space Jam you can watch on HBO Max.
We should all just
Well,
make sure that's available.
let's watch the first Space Jam.
I just did that, dude.
Oh, I'm sure it's
I
great.
just did that.
Oh, I'm sure it holds up.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it holds up. It's still a pile of shit like it was 20-some years ago.
And Sylvester.
The only thing I remember that movie is they have the water that they think is like powerful, like juice.
Michael's secret sauce.
Yeah, it was like secret drink or whatever, and then they find out it's just water. And as a kid, I was like, yeah. I remember being bored by that movie as a kid.
It's honestly really bad. It's honestly really.
Are we gonna make it Space Jam that we watch?
No, please no. God no. I don't want to watch that. I barely want to watch the new one. The new one looks like dog shit, but
How about Killing a Sacred Deer?
Yeah, but I thought we wanted to watch that together.
Together? Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
that technically can be the one, right? That we could talk about on the podcast afterwards.
How about Hardcore Henry?
Ooh.
No, we don't need to do that because Adrian's gonna die if he watches that.
Like I said, I think it might even be easier to manage a newer movie unless someone doesn't want to commit to that, which is fine with me. I don't mind that either.
Yeah, let's do Escape Room 2.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
I'll do it.
I didn't mind the first one.
No, I didn't mind either.
It had cool set design at least. Like, I had that. Like, oh, funny. Look at this. I mean, I just hate watching people solve escape rooms. Like, escape rooms are cool when you're doing it yourself, not like watching people go, I don't know. Oh, I found here's an A. Here's a, like, all right. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't fun. It's just them figuring out. What's so fun about this? This is stupid. End the fucking podcast. We'll figure this out.
Oh no, we should mention it on here. I think.
What?
We should mention on here. Yeah, what we're gonna watch. That way people know ahead of time too. So.
Well then, what the fuck? Bring up something. The Dragon Ball Evolution. Let's watch that.
Where can I watch Sound of Metal, Gore?
Amazon.
No, that's Amazon. That's a free movie. Prime.
Okay, so then why don't I watch that then?
I guess you can watch that. How about what's a classic movie you haven't seen?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can probably name more than
like Jaws. You ever see Jaws?
Taxi Driver.
I have not seen Taxi Driver. I have seen Jaws, but it was a long time ago.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm pulling it up
Johnny
right now.
Mnemonic. The Lawnmower Man.
Johnny Mnemonic would honestly be a great pick. I'm not even kidding.
Let me log into my thing here and see what movies.
Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu.
Bram's the Boy
Just
One.
saw that recently.
No, don't write. No, don't write those. Those are jokes. Do write down Jaws.
Or how about I got a movie.
How about Blade Runner?
I got
the first Blade.
I got a movie you might think that that I would like that you've been asking me to watch for a long time that I'm considering that we should do.
Hardcore Henry.
Why don't I watch Whiplash?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I've not seen Whiplash
I
yet.
want to quote it, but I don't want to spoil it. Rushing? Are you?
Yeah, I'm looking around. Whiplash would be a fun one to. Why do I have the Invisible Man in my?
Yeah, that movie is fun. I know it's not supposed to be fun, but I watched it twice, and each time I was like, I was having a good time.
So you want to make it Whiplash?
Hey, if you want, good.
If you guys remember it,
yeah, I'll watch that again.
Sure.
That's a funny movie. Hilarious. As funny as Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, and then we'll record our reaction. I don't know what's gonna go up. It might not even ever, but we will record a reaction and see how that turns out for Killing of a Sacred Deer. And
no, that will be the least viewed reaction ever.
We're still sitting on the Bye Bye Man, by the way.
I am, but like my video got fucked up, so I don't know if you had a better recording of that.
So
we did.
I know you recorded at the same time, didn't you?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
So
because mine, I still have mine, but mine was all fucked up. Anyway, good.
I'm thinking
because I have my shitty computer at the time.
Again, I don't want to overcommit to this, especially because once I start work again, it might get a little bit too hard. But for now, I'm thinking that maybe if we do a reaction, maybe once every month or two, we'll post a group watch along where we have that, and we'll just put it up there like we watched whatever movie, and we'll sync, and you can sync it up with us, something like that, almost like what do you call this?
Commentary.
Kind of, but I was thinking something else.
A riff.
Kind of like our tracks, kind of, but like obviously we're watching it, but then wherever we hear out of it.
Watch along.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I remember that's fucking another movie I watched was the fucking what's that Zack Snyder one that he fucking made?
Oh,
Army of
Justice
the
League.
Dead?
Oh, Army of the Dead. Well, I guess Justice League also, but Army of the Dead.
Justice League was good. Me and Gore did a reaction to that. We had a good time.
Yeah, yeah. I
Army of
went
the
by
Dead.
fast as I would.
Army of the Dead was it was all right. It was a
I haven't
movie.
seen Army of the Dead. I'm sure it's amazing. I do just want to see it to see how they replaced the
Yeah,
weird
now that you
guy.
said that, I kind of
That was
want to rewatch
shit.
those parts just to see.
Hey, you've heard of that, right, Kyle?
What's up?
Did you hear about how they removed an actor from Army of the Dead and refilmed? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was Evil Dead.
Huh?
Oh, Army of the Dead. Yeah.
Army of
Okay,
the
yeah.
Dead. Evil Dead. No, don't.
You know what
replace
he's saying,
anybody
Kyle?
from Evil Dead.
Yes, Army of the Dead. They replaced somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, they replaced some guy that was like a sex pervert or whatever, and they put that funny lass. What's her name?
Just like the Predator too.
Oh, that's true. Well, they didn't replace anybody. They just removed the entire ending of the movie. But not even the ending. I think the last hour of that movie they reshot. Because the original shot was supposed to be the predator, like the regular predators teaming up with the humans and fighting the giant predator. And there's shots. I wish we could see this movie. There's shots of like a predator in a machine, like a turret on a like one of those like like a machine gun turret on a truck or whatever. And he's holding it like this. I'm like, oh my god, that's seems like the worst thing ever. I would totally watch that. Anyway.
So, and just because we're talking about stuff we watch, I'm just gonna end it like on this really quick. There's a good Collider. I know, is that the one you don't like, Gore? You don't like Collider, right?
Yeah, no. Wait, Corridor is the one that's great. Collider. Collider is the one with the embarrassing fucking thing I showed you.
Yeah.
That,
so I'm looking at someone just made a post about the best. I think
Collider's gone, by the way. I don't think Collider's still.
No, I'm both looking at it right now.
It is, but it's not popular anymore.
Sure.
It used to be.
But I'm looking at an article where they made the top skits from I Think You Should Leave.
Oh yeah.
Corn Cob TV was number 1.
Okay, that was like the first one, right?
Yeah, Carl Havoc was also number 2. That was a good one. That's the one where he's dressed in the really fucked up old man.
Yeah. Old man. Kyle, tell me if you think that a skit like this would be funny. You know how like the Jackass guys get dressed? Well, Johnny Knoxville gets dressed up as bad grandpa.
Hey, it looks really convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if that happened. But midway through the skit, Johnny Knoxville just started like bitching and moaning that it was too hot and he couldn't breathe.
But imagine the costume. The costume looked like a fucking like someone wore someone's spit.
What the fuck? Jesus, that's fucking creepy.
He was shuffling. He's like, I have too much shit on me. What? And then people in his earpiece telling him like, "Hey, go," because the whole thing is they're supposed to make a prank. They're pretending to be like a prank show. They're like, "Yeah, so we're gonna just have this guy like, take a fry from someone's plate or knock a chair over. It's gonna be funny." Then they have him, have him walking, and he's like shuffling. He can barely fucking move, and he just goes, and they go, "Hey, Kate, go sit with that guy over there." He's like, do it. He just stops. He's standing in the middle of a whole ass like mall, just in the middle of a mall, just shouting. He's just like, I have too much fucking shit on me right now. I can't fucking breathe in this. and then it progresses to the point where he's just like, I don't want to. He just goes, I don't want to fucking be here. And they're like, what? You don't want to like do the skit? No, I don't want to fucking be here. What do you mean? I don't want to fucking be here. They mean like, you don't want to be alive? No. And they're like, all right, kill the sketch. And that's the end of the skit.
Sounds like a Mega 64 bit or something.
Right? It does.
A little bit.
That's probably why I thought it was funny.
It was
He's just in the middle
of the fucking mall. Looking like a fucking nightmare. There's kids just looking at him. I'm looking at this and it does lean very. Shit. It does lean very. Episodes like 1 through 3 were really well done. The last ones were like 4 through 6 were okay, but like okay, but like and then I did the best one they named number 10. The best one was Detective Crashmore, which all right, I was not gonna let's end on this because it's a movie. It's a movie skit.
Well, no, yeah, it's a movie skit. Sure, it's a trailer. Detective Crashmore. I don't even know where to start.
Explain to Kyle. Sell Kyle on this movie pitch.
All right. Well, he's not gonna like this.
He's not gonna like it.
It's a trailer. fake trailer for a movie starring Santa Claus. Which already we're like, all right. But Santa Claus doesn't want to be Santa Claus anymore. He wants to be a real-time actor, so he quits being Santa Claus and becomes an actor. And in the trailer, he's a detective that just goes around shooting people. And what was his quote he just kept saying? It's like,
you're fucking stupid.
You're fucking stupid.
And just kill
not funny.
All this blood everywhere. And then the best shot of it though was he shoots someone running away in the back of a knee and he falls over. He gets on top of them, shoots him in the back of the head. You see blood splatter on his face, and he goes,
like, "You dumb?
Are you dumb?" And just blood. Santa Claus with blood all over his face after he pops someone in the back of the head. He's shouting, "Are you dumb?"
This is our humor. This is our type of humor. If you don't find that funny, then,
if you think that's funny, Gore's gonna have a reaction. Or if you haven't seen it already, Gore has a reaction of us doing it, watching it. So go watch along with us. It's
he has a video of us doing it. Hold on.
There you go.
I condone. You better not record it.
Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I think you should leave. It's great. First 3 episodes are stand out.
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6, I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Yeah, I was losing it. So I was like, all right, end this bit.
End this bit. As soon as something starts, as soon as you see fucking, what's his name again?
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson. As soon as you see him sitting with 2 people looking like, I'm like, all right, I can't handle this right now.
Every skit starts off with Tim Robinson, who's the main creator of the show, just fucking sitting down with a group of people, and they're talking about normal shit.
It's just normal conversation.
Things get weird, and then Tim Robinson's character is always
or someone else.
Or someone else, but it's always him that instigates something, or is like the main cause of whatever happened. He's always at the center of everything.
And then he ends up with him screaming over something.
And look like a fucking idiot.
And sometimes, and then he screams, obscenities happen. Then he pauses. Then like inspirational, like peaceful music happens, and he gives a monologue. And
it's one of those scenes where like it's all funny, and then he gets like really upset, and then they start playing the really dramatic music.
Yeah,
and he starts doing a speech like I didn't have any friends growing up or something, and then something else.
And something weird happens, and then you think it's gonna keep going, and the skit abruptly ends.
Yeah, they don't know how to end the skit.
They don't know how to end the skit. So
even that Crashmore trailer was just like, well, how did it even end?
I already
just started shooting more people.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know.
Definitely go watch that.
It's our fucking stupid ass humor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, until halfway through, and then it just started again. Like, all right, and like I said, end this bit. Like,
I still enjoyed it, but I was losing my goddamn mind.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Definitely want to go back to season 1. Season 1 had some bangers.
Oh yeah.
All right, that was Not Another Movie Podcast Remake episode 1. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks. We'll talk about that Jackass trailer. We'll talk about Whiplash, and we'll talk about Space Jam, right, Gore?
Hell yeah. Well,
I'll be watching it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Hell yeah.
I'm watching the second one, so.
Dude, you guys start rapping? You excited for that?
Oh yeah, that's great. I like when I made
PIG.
That's fucking hilarious. I made a video about that, and then of course everybody's just like, "Who cares? It's for kids." I'm like, I talked about this in the trailer. I don't really give a shit about this. I don't care. It's fucking stupid bullshit. I don't care. I'm just saying that I hate the excuse that everything's for kids if it's bad. If it's bad, that means it's for kids. Fuck that. Porky Pig is a national hero, and he shouldn't be degrading himself with fucking Porky fucking Pig raps. Okay? It's a fucking travesty.
Or wetting himself.
Yeah. Did he do that?
In the first movie.
Thanks for watching.
That's bullshit. Stop pig rapping, you fucker.